001. A meal costs 500,000. Is this the world of the rich? Magic City. Walton Hotel. Kitchen. Several waiters were talking in low voices. This is the first time I've seen such a wealthy person. He ordered a table of dishes worth 500,000 yuan. 500,000. That's a house in my hometown. People in Shanghai are so damn rich. That's nothing. Our hotel is the most luxurious in the city after all. It's normal for wealthy people to come here and spend so much. But a table of food worth 500,000 yuan has not appeared in our hotel for a long time. No, you don't understand. He ordered 500,000 yuan worth of food by himself. Alone? Impossible. Even though the rich are rich, they are not so wasteful. I have seen many rich people spending with several people. Can he finish it all by himself? However, he did ask us to prepare tableware for 6 people, but I haven't seen his friends yet. It's really strange. They may spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it feels like we spend $10 on a bowl of noodles. That person looked very young, like a rich second generation. But his behavior was very mature and experienced, and he even commented on the dishes. I heard that this young rich man has a very prominent background. Even the manager and the head chef went there. What's the chef doing? That person said that our dish has some shortcomings. Our head chef is a veteran chef who has been in the industry for over 40 years and has won the city's chef competition every year. Yet, he is being criticized by a wealthy man. Can rich people just say such nonsense? Please keep your voice down. If the supervisor sees us, we will be in trouble. In a very luxurious box. On the table, there were dozens of luxurious feasts. Black and white top-grade caviar, steak frozen half-head abalone, olive meat duck, salt-fried premium gonki steak, crocodile tail stew, wild yellow croaker, fish maw with abalone sauce, simmered wild conch, Buddha jumps over the wall, golden fried rice. Several chefs, hotel managers and waiters stood respectfully beside the table. There was a handsome man with elegant manners sitting at the table, enjoying the delicious food. He gently scooped a spoonful of golden fried rice and put it between his lips. The aroma of rice and egg from the fried rice hits your throat. He closed his eyes slightly. The chef next to him whispered, "Sir, how does this fried rice taste?" The man said slowly, "This golden fried rice tastes really good. The grains are plump and golden in color. The aroma of rice and egg is fully blended together, and there is also the taste of abalone juice. But the only drawback is, the technique is fine, but the material is lacking a bit. It's a pity that your eggs are laid by fodder chickens. Why not try eggs from free-range chickens on the hillside? And we have to use overnight rice, so the fried rice has a little too much water." The waiters nearby thought to themselves. This rich man is too picky. This is cooked by the chef himself. He is clearly talking nonsense. Every customer who eats this golden fried rice praises it highly, but he is the first one to say it is not good. However, the chef's attitude was completely different from that of the others. Because from the details of the steak and Buddha jumps over the wall that the young rich man just commented on, this person is definitely a top-notch food connoisseur. And, in the chef's opinion, this person's cooking skills are probably not inferior to his own. But I have never seen it in this city, which is very strange. As a chef, pursuing the ultimate dish is his lifelong pursuit. He was very happy to receive guidance from an expert. The chef smiled and said, "Thank you for your advice, sir. I will improve it and try my best to do it better." And the elegant and mysterious rich man in front of him is Chu Feng. Chu Feng is not from this world. I just traveled to Blue Star not long ago. He traveled to the Blue Star with no relatives and no money. It was at this time he awakened the role-playing system. Start the game as Rock King. The more your behavior resembles that of the Rock King, the more generous rewards you will receive, including the divine power of the Rock King, a very long lifespan, top-grade weapons, and so on. Chu Feng is very familiar with Morax, the Rock King in Genshin. After all, he has been playing this game for several years. Just start from the two aspects of the Emperor. On the one hand, when he was the god Morax, on the other hand, as a street kid in Zhongli. Certainly, Chu Feng doesn't have that much strength to play Morax yet. However, Chu Feng was quite adept at playing the role of the street urchin Zhongli. And he still has great confidence. After all, today, Eden had just personally ordered a very noble and elegant suit for him. This Eden is the big star Eden in the Honkai 3 world. When Chu Feng awakened his system, he was invited to join a Honkai chat group. There are currently only 6 members in the chat group. Elysia, Eden, Vanity, Raiden Mei, Kiana, and Chu Feng. Chu Feng had a great time chatting with several group members in the chat group. Eden admired Chu Feng very much, so she gave the clothes to Chu Feng by sending a red envelope through the chat group. With the blessing of clothing, he adheres to the life principle of when listening to an opera, order the most famous actor, when walking the bird, buy the most expensive thrush. Chu Feng came to the most expensive hotel in the city. As soon as he entered the hotel, he was immediately warmly received by the waiter with his extraordinary demeanor. When Chu Feng chose the most expensive luxury box in the hotel and ordered a menu worth more than 500,000 yuan, he immediately attracted the attention of the hotel manager. When seeing the delicious food on the table, Chu Feng, who was possessed by Zhongli, couldn't help but comment on the food. So the scene at the beginning appeared. Okay, all of you go down. We don't need waiters or anyone else here. After everyone else went down, Chu Feng opened the chat group. It's already filled with all kinds of information. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, you haven't spoken for so long, are you secretly thinking about me? A new book is launched, welcome to taste it. 002. Chat group dinner, I'll treat you Paramecium Kiana, didn't he say he would treat us all to a meal? How come he disappeared? I'm so anxious. I'm waiting for him with an empty stomach. Lightning Queen Mei, it's okay, Kiana, he's always been trustworthy, maybe he encountered something. If you're hungry, I'll make you something to eat. Paramecium Kiana, Mei, you are the best to me, come and hug me. In the St. Freya College dormitory, Kiana put down the snacks in her hand, got out of bed and gave everyone a big hug. Mei was hugged so tightly that she felt a little breathless. Pink Fairy Elysia, I also want to try the food cooked by Mei. Lightning Queen Mei, if you want to eat, I'll make a few more. Paramecium Kiana, no. Mei, you can't. You are my Mei, don't cook for her, she will get more and more demanding of you. Paramecium Kiana, this time I want to eat the food you cooked, next time I will want to touch your horns, and the next time, it's scary just thinking about it. Lightning Queen Mei, okay, Kiana, stop making trouble, it's just a meal. Paramecium Kiana, I have no problem with you making it for the monitor, but I cannot do that to Elysia. The monitor is very honest. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, what are people talking about in the group? Is someone looking for me? I just came back from the ancient tomb. Pink Fairy Elysia, Fu Hua, have you defeated the Jiyu tribe? Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, yes. Fortunately, I arrived in time and killed them all before they resurrected the ancient evil beast Jiyu. Lightning Queen Mei, that's good. I heard Jiyu is a judgment level Honkai beast. If he is really resurrected, many people will die. Paramecium Kiana, so what if I'm at the judgment level? As long as Mei is here, I can beat 100 of them alone. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, yes. Fortunately, we got Chu Feng's intelligence this time and discovered their conspiracy early. Elysia and Eden in the group both lived in the pre-civilization. However, Watson lived in a different era than Elysia, Kiana, and others. She was in the second civilization era, around the 15th century AD. At this time, Fu Hua had been guarding Shenzhou for thousands of years and was known as the Red Kite Immortal. She obtained Chu Feng's information, thwarted the Jiyu clan's plot, and took away Lin Cheyu who lost her parents in this evil sacrifice. Although Chu Feng had already instructed Fu Hua not to take in Lin Cheyu. It is said that Lin Cheyu is rebellious and will stab you in the back. But Fu Hua was soft-hearted, and seeing that the girl was all alone, he kindly took her back to Taigzi Mountain. Artist Eden, my friends, has the group dinner started? The concert just ended, is it still in time? Pink Fairy Elysia, Eden. Your concert is over. It's a pity that I didn't have the chance to go and hear you sing live. Raiden Queen Mei, I also want to listen to Eden's songs. Unfortunately, I don't have the chance to go to the concert. Paramecium Kiana, me too. Artist Eden, my assistant filmed the video, I uploaded it for you to see. Eden uploaded a video of the concert. Elysia, Mei, Kiana, and Fu Hua all downloaded it to watch. Paramecium Kiana, although I don't understand what they are singing, it's really nice to listen to. Raiden Queen Mei, this song sounds so deep and full of charm. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, in my vague memory, I have never heard you sing this type of song before. Have you changed to a new style? Pink Fairy Elysia, this song is so beautiful. As expected of Eden. Artist Eden, my good Ely, this is all thanks to Chu Feng, he wrote the lyrics and composed the music. Pink Fairy Elysia, I was right about him. Chu Feng is a very capable person. Artist Eden, didn't Chu Feng say he would treat us to a meal today? Why didn't we see him? Paramecium Kiana, Chu Feng seems to have stood us up. We have all been waiting for a century. Artist Eden, no way. He has always been trustworthy. Has he encountered some trouble? Paramecium Kiana, what kind of trouble could he encounter? No matter how big the trouble is, it's impossible for him to encounter Honkai, right? Maybe he forgot about it and went to sleep somewhere. Pink Fairy Elysia, yes, I don't know what happened. I'm really worried. He didn't even reply to my message. Artist Eden, I just contacted him this morning. Paramecium Kiana, if Chu Feng lies to me, I will never trust him again in this life. No. I want him to treat me to more food next time. As soon as Chu Feng opened the group chat, he saw a lot of messages. Others had no opinion about Chu Feng, but Kiana had a lot of opinion about Chu Feng. Apparently the wait was a bit long. Chu Feng took a video of the dining table and uploaded it to the chat group. When the group members saw the sumptuous dinner, their attitudes changed immediately. Paramecium Kiana, oh my god! So many delicious foods. I forgive you. Chu Feng, dear friends, I have kept you waiting for too long. It is indeed my fault for not being considerate enough immediately. Chu Feng used the function of the chat group system to send all the delicacies on the table to group members. Black and white top-grade caviar, sake frozen half-head abalone, olive-fleshed teal, salt-fried premium gonki steak, crocodile tail stew, wild yellow croaker, fish maw with abalone sauce, seared wild giant conch, Buddha jumps over the wall. There were 6 portions of each dish, which were distributed to group members. Chu Feng, these dishes are the delicacies I carefully selected, you can eat as much as you want. Pink Fairy Elysia, ah! You are so thoughtful. You carefully prepared so much for us. Pink Fairy Elysia, doesn't that sweet dessert match the sweet girl? Elysia looked at the delicious food Chu Feng brought over, which included a plate of pink rose desserts. She felt that Chu Feng must be interested in her. It must have been specially prepared for her. 003. Mr. 003, it seems you haven't paid yet. Elysia took a bite of the rose dessert with great anticipation. The rich floral scent and sweet feeling warmed her heart. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, this tastes pretty good. Did you prepare it specially for me? Pink Fairy Elysia, are you in love with me? Although we are in 2 different worlds, separated by the chat group screen, Chu Feng could still feel Ely's full of teasing. He knew that Ely was the central air conditioner and liked to tease everyone with a frivolous tone. But when Ely made fun of himself in front of so many people in the group, it was still a bit embarrassing. Chu Feng, are you talking about this rose dessert? It is made by collecting the best petals from the setting sun, drying them for 7 days, removing the moisture from the petals, and then mixing them with refined flour. Chu Feng explained the method of making rose pastry seriously, trying to hide his embarrassment. Lightning Queen Mei, I didn't expect Chu Feng to be so knowledgeable about food. Chu Feng, I only know a little bit. Pink Fairy Elysia, just kidding, it's normal to like Ely. After all, Ely is a beautiful girl as lovely as a flower. Paramecium Kiana, I want to eat as much as I can to make up for the pain of hunger. Kiana's saliva started to flow as she looked at the delicious food Chu Feng gave her. The exams during this period have made Kiana lose a lot of weight. The single-celled Kiana dove head first into the bowl and ate voraciously. Whether it's crocodile soup, snacks, or caviar, Kiana does it 1 plate at a time. Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, you should eat less. Eating too much will make you fat. Paramecium Kiana, so beautiful, this is our first group dinner, you'll let me eat as much as I want, right? Kiana looked at Mei aggrievedly. Mei had no choice but to acquiesce. Unlike Kiana, who is slightly rude. Every time she ate, she chewed her food slowly and only had a small taste. Because there are too many for one person to finish, Mei also invited her roommates Brinya and Fu Hua to enjoy the meal together. This Fu Hua is the same person as the Fu Hua in the group. But the times we live in are different. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, although I have traveled in Shenzhou for thousands of years and have eaten countless delicacies, it is indeed rare to be able to eat so many at the same time. With so many dishes, Fu Hua couldn't eat much. She gave some to Lin Cheyu. Lin Cheyu was very happy to eat the delicious food. Many of them were things she had never seen before. While eating, the little girl asked Fu Hua curiously. Immortal, what are these dishes? Fu Hua patiently explained to the little girl. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, you put so much effort into this song. I haven't had time to thank you enough for the song you wrote for me. The songs Eden used in this concert were all written for her by Chu Feng himself. After these songs were sung, they immediately became popular. The fans love it so much. It also topped the global songs chart. Chu Feng, it's just a piece of cake. Of course, this is not what Chu Feng meant. He will need Eden's help in many other areas in the future. Eden is to Chu Feng what Hu Tao is to Zhongli. The importance of this is self-evident. Artist Eden, if you need any help from me, please feel free to ask, my friend. Chu Feng, yes. Artist Eden, such a leisurely time would be even better with music and wine. Eden opened the wine cabinet in his villa and took out 6 bottles of Romani Conti Grand Cru red wine. These wines are from her treasured collection. One bottle is worth tens of thousands. She then sent the wine and wine tools in the form of red envelopes to the chat group members. Elysia, Mei, and others opened Eden's red envelope. Received the wine. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's been a long time since I drank with Eden. My longing for you is as passionate as this red wine. Artist Eden, my dear Ely, I really hope time will stop and let us savor this wonderful moment. Chu Feng also immediately clicked on the red envelope. Got this expensive bottle of wine. He poured himself a small glass of red wine. Savor it slowly. Chu Feng, this red wine has a rich and long-lasting aroma, which is pleasant yet not vulgar. It is refreshing when you drink it. It is truly the best wine. It should be no less than 100,000 yuan per bottle, right? Artist Eden, yet. I didn't expect Chu Feng to be a good wine connoisseur. Paramecium Kiana, this wine costs over 100,000 yuan a bottle? Why don't I feel anything when I drink it? Lightning Queen Mei, the production process of Romani red wine is very complicated and the price is relatively expensive. Before Mei's father went to prison, her family was well off. I also often drink some expensive red wine. Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, drink less. You still have to take the exam tomorrow. If you don't do well this time, Teresa and Heimko will be sad. Paramecium Kiana, I'm already drunk, how about you take the exam for me tomorrow, Mei after saying. Kiana fell asleep immediately. Zzz Lightning Queen Mei, after Kiana fell asleep. Several members in the group were chatting happily. Elysia and Eden also sang some songs for everyone. After the first dinner with friends in the group, Chu Feng was also full. Left the box. When he was leaving the hotel, he was stopped by the waiter who came over. Sir, sir. It seems you haven't paid yet. 004. Eden, it's okay, I'll pay for it. A sweet-looking waitress called Chu Feng. Chu Feng turned around and saw the waiter running out of breath. Sir, it seems you forgot to pay the bill when you had your meal just now. Chu Feng suddenly realized and looked embarrassed. Oh, sorry, I forgot to pay again. Let me see. Waiter, what are you looking at? Chu Feng, I didn't bring it. Waiter, what didn't you bring? Chu Feng, I didn't bring any money. I'm so ashamed. I missed it again. Chu Feng's words really embarrassed the waiter. She looked at the man in front of her, who was dressed very elegantly and was a man from a wealthy family. You're not planning on dining for free, are you? The waiter suddenly had an idea. Sir, if you don't have a credit card, we can accept cardless payments. Just scan the code with your phone. Chu Feng held his chin up, thinking, I'm really sorry, I didn't bring my cell phone with me. The waiter was shocked. What should we do? We can't eat and not pay the bill, right? The conversation between the two immediately attracted the attention of the hotel manager. She came over and asked, Hello, sir, are you having any trouble? Chu Feng, I didn't bring my card or my phone when I went out to eat. It was indeed inconsiderate of me. The hotel manager smiled and said, Sir, it's okay. Can you contact your friends or family and ask them to come and pay for you? Chu Feng, okay, let me think about it. The other hotel employees saw Chu Feng's embarrassing scene and speculated, is he a fake rich man? Is there any rich man who goes out without a credit card or a cell phone? I don't believe it. I heard that they ate over $500,000 worth of food. Turns out they were just freeloaders. If it's fake and they can't afford so much money, that's ridiculous. They will be sent to jail for several years. You can't judge a person by his appearance. He looked so handsome, but it turned out to be a fake. That kid is dead. Originally, when I was serving the dishes, I wanted to ask this rich man for his contact information, but I didn't have the courage to ask. Now that I think about it, I'm glad I didn't ask for it. The other side. Chat group. Somehow, the chat group captured the scene where Chu Feng had no money to pay the bill, and uploaded it to the chat group. Elysia, Eden, Fu Hua and Mei have all seen this video. I saw the scene where Chu Feng forgot to bring money and didn't pay the bill, and others wouldn't let him leave. Pink Fairy Elysia, I didn't expect Chu Feng to have such a cute side. At Chu Feng, how much is this? I'll help you pay. Elysia then transferred a red envelope of 10,000 yuan to Chu Feng. She had no idea how expensive the meal was. But, judging from the hotel decoration, judging from those precious ingredients, the price should be quite high. Elysia gave all her savings to Chu Feng. Hope this helps him. Lightning Queen Mei, this meal seems quite expensive. If my father hadn't been in prison, I think I could help. Alas! Ever since his father Thunder Malone was framed and imprisoned, Mei's financial resources were cut off. Mei, who had been accustomed to a life of luxury since childhood, had to start living in poverty. She doesn't have much money left. But I have been with Chu Feng for a month. I think he is a nice guy. So he gave all his remaining 2,000 yuan living expenses to Chu Feng in a red envelope. Although she knew that the money would not be enough to cover the expensive meal expenses. But after all, it's my own intention. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, since my friend is in trouble, I have to help him. I don't have any money, but I do have many priceless treasures. Fu Hua looked at the Xianyuan sword in his hand and gave it to Chu Feng in the form of a red envelope. Artist Eden, don't give him red envelopes, let me pay for it. Chu Feng has helped me a lot, and I haven't had time to thank him properly. As a world-class star, Eden has tasted countless delicacies from land and sea. The premium caviar and crocodile soup alone cost at least tens of thousands. Plus other dishes. Kikai and so on. This meal must have cost hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands are just a drop in the bucket for Eden. And the songs that Chu Feng helped her write were worth far more than hundreds of thousands. Whether from the perspective of friends or from the perspective of mutual help, Eden will pay for Chu Feng. It is obviously inappropriate to let Elysia and others pay for it. Eden then sent Chu Feng a red envelope of 1 million. Artist Eden at Chu Feng, looking at the chat group, I sent you a red envelope, which should be enough to pay the bill at this time. Chu Feng, with a frown on his face, was startled by the message in the chat group. He opened the chat group and took a look. I received 4 exclusive red envelopes in succession. Chu Feng, what are you doing? The women replied, just a little token of my appreciation. Please do it. He returned Elysia, Mei and Fu Hua's. Only Eden's red envelope was kept. Pink Fairy Elysia, angry JPG. Why did you return my red envelope? Raiden Queen Mei, disappointed JPG. Why did you return mine? Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, that's a bit too much. Chu Feng, don't worry too much. Eden has enough money. We will need your help in many areas in the future. Artist Eden, from now on, I will pay for all your consumption. Chu Feng, I'm afraid this is a little inappropriate. Artist Eden, it's okay. P.S. I would like to ask for your support of flowers, evaluation votes and monthly votes for my new book. If you think it is good, please vote for more data. The author will work hard to update it. 005. Role-playing degree +1, reward of contract power. Chu Feng accepted the red envelope from Eden, but he didn't expect that she would give him 1 million directly. Your bank card with the last digit 9564 was credited with 1,000,000 yuan at 19 hours 56 minutes and 55 seconds, and the balance is 1,001,000 yuan. That's right. In the last second, Chu Feng only had $1 left in his bank card. If Eden didn't pay him, he would probably end up in jail tonight. Certainly. Through 1 month of chatting in the chat group, Chu Feng has already grasped Eden's personality. Knowing that she would be like Hu Tao, she would pay for Chu Feng, the Zhongli, without hesitation. After all, Chu Feng is a huge cash cow for Eden. Chu Feng, who traveled through time and space, has the huge music library of the earth behind him. It is not difficult to find a few popular and stylish songs from the vast music library. So Chu Feng wrote a few songs for Eden, such as Sunny Day and The Wind Rises. Eden sang Chu Feng's song and became popular all over the world again. It brought her career to a new level. Certainly. Another more important reason is, Chu Feng believes that Eden appreciates Chu Feng's understanding of music. Even just as friends, Eden will also be willing to help. As for, why did Chu Feng return the red envelopes from Elysia and Mei? After all, they don't have a lot of money. And Mei is very tight on money. He didn't want the girls to have a hard time in the future because of this extravagance. As for why Fu Hua's Xian Yuan sword was returned, that's because Chu Feng doesn't have any martial arts power now. It won't be too late to ask for it once he gains the ability. After all, if you carry such a good ancient sword with you, it will inevitably be snatched away by someone with ulterior motives. The waiter next to him was very anxious. The hotel manager appeared calm on the surface. Privately, the hotel security has been notified and is ready to intercept the customer at any time. She cursed secretly in her heart. Oh my god! This is the first time I've seen a boss who ordered over 500,000 yuan worth of dishes and wanted to leave without paying for the meal. If you slip away from under my nose today, I won't have to go to work tomorrow, and you will definitely suffer the consequences. Handsome guy in front of me, please don't scare me. I'm timid. Please don't be a fake rich man. If you blame me, I'll be screwed. The hotel manager's heart was filled with dozens of emotions in a blink of an eye: hatred, anxiety, pity, hope, despair, flattery. Right at this moment, Chu Feng reached into his pocket and took out a bank card. Look, my memory is so bad. There's a bank card here, but I forgot about it. When the hotel manager and waiter saw the bank card Chu Feng took out, they immediately showed joy on their faces. Sir, please come this way. Under the guidance of the hotel manager, Chu Feng paid the bill. The total cost was more than 510,000 yuan. The service fee alone is more than 40,000 yuan. The hotel manager also applied for Chu Feng the hotel's most luxurious VIP card. He bowed and smiled. Welcome sir, please come often when you are free. Chu Feng, the dishes in your restaurant are really good. If the chef can improve them according to what I said, I will come here often. Hotel manager, sir, we will definitely do as you ask. Under the escort of the hotel manager and waiters, Chu Feng left the hotel. He transferred the remaining money to Eden in the form of a red envelope. Artist Eden at Chu Feng, why are you doing this? Why did you transfer the money back? Chu Feng, I have enough money, you can take the rest. I am not used to carrying money when I go out. Artist Eden, that's fine. If you have any needs, please feel free to ask me. Chu Feng, okay. Pink Fairy Elysia, who goes out without a penny? You will starve to death. If you really starve to death, I will be very sad. Chu Feng, from a universal point of view, no, don't you guys still exist? Pink Fairy Elysia, are you trying to get my attention on purpose? You are so mean. Elysia was teasing Chu Feng again. Chu Feng didn't pay much attention to it. After all, Chu Feng, who is known as Zhongli, is not very interested in girls. Lightning Queen Mei, next time, I hope I can help a little at this time. In the dormitory, Mei was cleaning the dining table while carrying Kiana, who was sleeping like a dead pig, to bed. In Mei's eyes, Chu Feng is like a very gentle and knowledgeable older brother. Occasionally some rather strange habits. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, Chu Feng is so easygoing, it reminds me of the days on Mount Tegzu. Chu Feng's behavior is quite similar to that of an old friend of Fu Hua. But that person had already died when fighting against Honkai. Fu Hua coaxed Lin Che-yu to sleep, admiring the cold moon in the sky alone. When Chu Feng returned to his residence, it was discovered that the role-playing system issued rewards. Congratulations on increasing your role-playing ability by +1 and obtaining the power of the contract with the Rock King. May I ask if the host is fused? Yes, at this time. A mysterious and ancient power surged in from between heaven and earth, continuously flowing into Chu Feng's mind. Chu Feng was clearly aware of all the theoretical and practical information about the contract. What surprised Chu Feng was, he didn't expect that the power of the contract would have such terrifying power. Hiss! Chu Feng took a breath of cold air. No wonder the Rock King was able to rely on the power of the contract to establish Liu and make it the most prosperous country in the Tibet continent. P.S. It took more than a month to search for information and prepare for the new book. Please rest assured to submit the data. The author will definitely write a good and long book. 006. Eden's agent, Chu Feng is so talented, sign a contract with him quickly. Contract is to Liu what integrity is to Longguo. The reason why the Dragon Kingdom has been able to develop so rapidly over thousands of years is inseparable from the role of integrity. Certainly. The contract here has a higher effect than good faith. No matter whether it is business or trivial matters between people, as long as it goes through Chu Feng's hands, a contract can be reached. It has a strong binding force. The most core constraint is, once the contract is concluded, anyone who breaks his promise must be punished by eating rocks. Once both parties reach a contract, and leave a note at the end of the contract saying the contract is concluded, and anyone who breaks his promise shall be punished by eating rocks. That would form a truly compliant contract that no one in the world can violate. Then once anyone violates the contract, no matter who it is, they will be punished by eating rocks immediately. And it is not limited to the Blue Star where Chu Feng is, the contracts reached with the other world are also subject to restrictions. Moreover, Chu Feng himself can control the punishment of eating rocks at will. I have to say, this reward is very impressive. If you continue like this and continue to improve your role-playing skills, won't the subsequent rewards be even more impressive? Whether it is obtaining the hard power of Rock King Emperor, Bansho Tenon, or the weapon Rainbow Spear. Or by obtaining the Emperor's knowledge that far exceeds that of ordinary people, one can thrive on Blue Star. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, why aren't you sleeping so late? Are you thinking about me? Chu Feng, I just got home. Chu Feng opened the window of the house, and the moon outside was very round and bright. He immediately took a photo and sent it to the chat group. Elysia, Mei, Fu Hua and Eden clicked on the photo. Pink Fairy Elysia, doesn't that white and soft moon look a bit like me? Chu Feng, from a general rational point of view, the reason why the moon is so bright is because it reflects the light of the sun. In addition, today's weather is clear and cloudless, so it is particularly bright. Pink Fairy Elysia, he is such a serious straight man. Chu Feng, Artist Eden, my dear Illy, please stop teasing him. Pink Fairy Elysia, but it's so boring at night. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, do you usually like to sleep with the windows open at night? Chu Feng, from a general rational point of view, opening windows at night helps to keep the indoor air fresh and ventilate, which helps the blood flow in the human body and prevents dizziness the next day. Chu Feng, it can also increase the oxygen content in the air, which is beneficial to skin metabolism and delays skin aging. Pink Fairy Elysia, you know so much. I'll have to sleep with the window open tonight. Girl's skin can't get too bad. Chu Feng, I know a little bit. Artist Eden, you guys are the best. I dare not open the window when I sleep at night. There are too many paparazzi nowadays and it is easy to be photographed secretly. Pink Fairy Elysia, Eden, I will help you deal with those bad guys, and they won't dare to come. Artist Eden, my dear Illy, thank you for your hard work. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng is right. I usually sleep with the windows open. I feel much better when I wake up the next morning. Pink Fairy Elysia, Mei, you didn't sleep either? Are you thinking about me? Lightning Queen Mei, I'm still helping Kiana organize the review materials for the Valkyrie exam. Mei was worried that Kiana might not pass the exam. She likes sleeping and doesn't like reading. Teacher Heimko's exams are quite strict. Kiana said that as long as she passed the Valkyrie test, Teresa would tell her about her parents. So, Kiana takes it very seriously. But, according to the current situation, if Mei doesn't help Kiana, it will be difficult for her to pass the exam. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's great to have a roommate like you. I really want to touch the cute horns on your head. Kiana, who was sleeping, seemed to feel that someone was thinking about her beloved Mei. She began to talk in her sleep, don't leave. I just had a nightmare. Someone took you away. Don't leave me. After saying that, then he fell down and continued to sleep soundly. The other side. After Eden's concert today was a great success. Her manager, Ivy, was very curious about who wrote the 2 songs sung by Eden. When I found out it was a friend of Eden named Chu Feng. Ivy called Eden overnight to ask, Eden, your friend named Chu Feng is really amazing. Can you see if you can get him to write a few more songs for you? Eden also knew Ivy's intention and wanted Chu Feng to compose more songs for her. I want that too. But since I got along with Chu Feng for a month, I feel that Chu Feng is a very particular, yet casual person. I have never been interested in money. No request in return. He was very lucky to be able to write 2 songs for himself. Eden always felt a little embarrassed when asked to compose some songs for him. He's not interested in money, I'm afraid it's hard to say. Ivy, if he's not interested in money, there must be something else he's interested in, right? Eden, it seems that he is very interested in antiques, flowers and birds, and operas. Ivy, isn't this easy? These things can be done with money. Eden, this. Ivy, don't you want to sing more quality songs for people? I listened to the songs he wrote over and over again. They are very profound and very different from ordinary pop songs. Eden, okay. I'll try. Ivy, it would be best if we could sign a contract with him to prevent him from being snatched away by someone else. Eden, 007. And Eden made a contract. Anyone who breaks his promise will be punished by being eaten by rocks. Pink Fairy Elysia, by the way, are the horns on your head grown? Are they hard or soft? I really want to touch them and see if they feel good. Lightning Queen Mei, looking at what Ely said, Mei felt a little socially dead. I don't know why so many people want to touch the horns on her head. They were just a pair of useless decorations. Chu Feng, the horns on Mei's head feel okay, hard and smooth. Chu Feng couldn't help but express his feelings about the horns on Mei's head in his previous life. Pink Fairy Elysia, have you touched it before? I was beaten to it. I'm so sad. Mei didn't let me touch it and let Chu Feng touch it first. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, I didn't expect Chu Feng to have such a hobby. Chu Feng, not true. I guessed it based on the color and senses I saw. Pink Fairy Elysia, hehe, no one would believe you if you said that. The Thunder Queen Mei, what Chu Feng said is true. He definitely has never touched me. I have never let anyone touch me since I was a child. Mei looked at the chat group and everyone was talking about herself. She wanted to find a hole to crawl into. It's so embarrassing. I don't know how to avoid this topic. Her face turned red. Brynja saw Mei's red face and came over to ask, is Mei sick? Mei quickly explained, no. Brynja, then why is your face so red? Mei, maybe it's because the weather is too hot. Fu Hua, the air conditioner is already set to 16 degrees. Is it still hot? Then I'll turn it down to 10 degrees. In order to avoid her roommate, Mei quickly went to wash her face. Pink Fairy Elysia at Mei, can I touch it too? Lightning Queen Mei, Ely, isn't it bad? Chu Feng laughed as he watched Ely in the chat group chasing after Mei and trying to get close to her. At this time, he suddenly received a private message from Eden. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, are you asleep? Chu Feng, not yet. Artist Eden, does the suit I designed for you fit you well? Chu Feng, solid tailoring, color matching and elegant style are all what I like. Artist Eden, if you like, I will take some time in a couple of days to tailor a few pieces of clothing for you. Chu Feng, thank you for your concern. Artist Eden, you have helped me a lot. Chu Feng, I didn't help you at all. Artist Eden, the 2 songs you wrote are very profound and are loved by many fans. Not only do they like them, but I was also deeply moved when I sang them. Chu Feng, I just wrote those 2 songs casually. I have also listened to your songs and felt that they were more relevant to you, so I wrote these 2 songs for you. Artist Eden, I don't know how to start. I know you are indifferent to fame and fortune and are not interested in money. Chu Feng knew what Eden meant, which was that she wanted him to write a song specifically for her. Chu Feng didn't object either. After all, Eden is his future money bag. For eating, drinking, and having fun, all future bills will still have to be paid by Eden. Although I helped Eden once. But you can't ask her for everything. This was seen by other people in the group, and it had a bad impact after all. Said he was a gigolo. If I become her writer, then let Eden profit from it. It can be considered an equal transaction, and Eden can pay the bill based on his ability. Chu Feng, do you want me to write a song just for you? Artist Eden, yes, yes, my thoughts still cannot escape your insight. Chu Feng, it doesn't matter, I mean the same thing. No matter how well a song is written, if there is no excellent singer to sing it, it loses its value. Chu Feng, just like a 1,000-mile horse that has not met a good horse trainer, it will be buried and become an ordinary horse. Artist Eden, that's really great. Eden didn't expect Chu Feng to agree so readily. She felt very happy. In Eden's opinion, Chu Feng's ability in composing music and writing lyrics is top-notch. There are few people in the whole country as talented as him. Since Chu Feng agreed, might as well sign a contract with him. I can feel at ease with myself. To avoid any more nightmares. Artist Eden, let's sign a contract, shall we? Sign a contract? That's good. In Chu Feng's view, it was equivalent to a contract. This allows the power of the contract to be used again. Wouldn't it be possible to improve the level of acting? Chu Feng, then go and draft a contract, and I'll come and take a look. Artist Eden, okay, I'll ask my agent to draft a contract right away. In order to avoid any further complications, Eden asked his agent Ivy to work on the contract overnight. The contract probably stated that Chu Feng was required to write songs exclusively for Eden and was not allowed to write songs for other singers. And he has to write at least 2 songs a year that can be on the Golden Melody chart. Singing 2 songs was a piece of cake for Chu Feng. After all, it has the support of Earth's powerful music library. It's no problem to write 2 songs a day. And in return, all of Chu Feng's expenses, including but not limited to food, clothing, housing, transportation, eating, drinking, and entertainment, can be paid for by Eden. Of course the value of consumption is within the scope of Eden's assets. Chu Feng read the contract and felt very satisfied. Therefore, a sentence was added to the end of the contract is concluded, and those who break their promises shall be punished by eating rocks. Then he handed the contract to Eden for review. When Eden read the contract, I find it strange that those who break their promises should be punished by eating rocks. Artist Eden, what does this sentence mean? Chu Feng, this sentence is equivalent to us establishing a solid contract. No matter who it is, if they violate the contract, they will be punished by eating rocks. Chu Feng, as for the punishment of eating rock, it means being harmed by some rock elements. Artist Eden, okay, I understand. No problem, let's sign the contract. Chu Feng, okay. P.S. No one is watching? The data has not moved for a long time. I beg all the handsome captains to vote for some data to support it. 008. Elysia, which me do you like better? Eden sent the contract to Chu Feng. After Eden and Chu Feng signed the contract, a golden light flashed across the contract. That means the contract has been made. Eden also noticed the magical light on the contract. This Chu Feng is indeed different and very particular. After signing the contract, Eden is very happy. It is rare to meet a composer with such musical talent. She spontaneously sang a cappella song and posted it in the chat group. She actually sang it specifically for Chu Feng to thank him for his help. But today is another day for a group gathering. I just posted it in the group so that everyone can enjoy it together. The chat group showed that Eden uploaded a song. Elysia, Fu Hua and Mei all downloaded and listened to it. Pink Fairy Elysia, Eden's singing voice is so beautiful that my ears are about to become pregnant. Fu Hua, Shenzhou tablet, I have been used to being alone these years, but I never thought that through this chat group, I could hear the voices of old friends again. Fu Hua recalled the vague memories from tens of thousands of years ago. I remembered the days when the 13 fire-chasing heroes fought against Honkai. Raiden Queen Mei, Eden sang with great feeling, she is indeed a big star. Artist Eden, I had a lot of fun today. It's such a good day, let me sing a song to commemorate it. Artist Eden at Chu Feng, how is it, my friend? Do you still like my performance? Chu Feng did not notice the message in the chat group at this time. Just when the contract was reached, the system issued another reward. Congratulations to the host for achieving +1 in role-playing ability, and be rewarded with top-level flower knowledge. For a while, knowledge about various flowers flooded into Chu Feng's mind. Now, if you randomly place a few flowers in front of Chu Feng, he can easily identify its variety, planting time, health level, lifespan, and value. It also has top-notch flower cultivation technology. In the past, Chu Feng felt that the knowledge of this flower was useless. Now that I have this knowledge in my mind, Chu Feng then realized that it contained great value and significance. Looking at the simple houses. If you place a few pots of noble and elegant flowers, then life will naturally be more fun. At this time, Chu Feng just noticed the message in the chat group. He downloaded the song sung by Eden. A gentle and mature female voice surrounded my ears. The wonderful music made Chu Feng's breathing very smooth. I have to say, there is really a big difference between the songs sung by top singers and those sung by ordinary singers. No wonder Zhongli likes to listen to the most popular opera performers. And Eden is one of those top singers. Whether it is the sound quality or her control over music, she uses it very maturely. Chu Feng, Eden's singing voice is sometimes as soothing as a flowing spring, sometimes as rapid as a waterfall, sometimes as clear as pearls falling on a jade plate, sometimes as low as a whisper, and sometimes as fierce as the roaring deep sea, which is touching and soul-stirring. Chu Feng, this song should only exist in heaven, and it is rare to hear it in the world. Artist Eden, haha, my friend, thank you for your compliment. It's getting late, go to bed early. Good night. JPG. Chu Feng, good night. Pink Fairy Elysia, you're going to bed so early. Okay, good night. Lightning Queen Mei, good night. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, good night. Chu Feng thought that everyone was offline and sleeping. Mei sent a private message to Chu Feng. Thunder Queen Mei, thank you for the dinner today. Chu Feng, since we are all friends, it is normal to have fun at the dinner party. No need to be polite. Lightning Queen Mei, I'm deeply sorry for not being able to help you today. Chu Feng, it's too polite for you to say that. Chu Feng could tell that Mei was sensitive and had a strong sense of self-esteem, so he found a way for her to back down. Chu Feng, I heard that you are an excellent cook. If you don't mind, can you make breakfast for me tomorrow? Mei saw Chu Feng's message and was very happy, and replied quickly. Lightning Queen Mei, yes, yes. No problem at this time. Lazy Kiana woke up from her sleep. She got a headache whenever she thought about the exams in the next 2 days. I quickly sent a private message to Chu Feng. Paramecium Kiana, Chu Feng, you are so knowledgeable, can you help me answer the exams tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? Chu Feng, what answer? You are trying to cheat. I can't do something that goes against my integrity. Paramecium Kiana, please help me. Mei won't help me, only you can help me. As long as I can pass, all my snacks can be given to you. Chu Feng, I am very particular about food. I don't eat snacks. The key point is not here. You should find another job. Paramecium Kiana, humph. If you don't want to help, then don't help. Chu Feng saw the private message Fu Hua sent him again. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, Chu Feng, I'm so sorry, I still couldn't help but take in Lin Che-yu. Chu Feng, it's okay. I know that although you are an immortal and don't care about trivial matters of mortals, you are still kind-hearted. I can understand saving her. Chu Feng, however, you must remember that one day, Lin Che-yu will join forces with your 6 future disciples to kill you. This is absolutely true. Fu Hua from Shenzhou Tablet, okay, I understand. I will make plans sooner rather than later. Fu Hua knew that Chu Feng knew everything about their world. She also knew that Chu Feng did not deceive her. So, she planned to raise Lin Che-yu up a little and then send him down the mountain. Martial arts will never be taught to Lin Che-yu. At this time, Elysia also sent a private message to Chu Feng. Pink Fairy Elysia, are you really asleep? Cute JPG Chu Feng, not yet. I can't sleep. Pink Fairy Elysia, I knew it. You're thinking about me and can't sleep, right? Chu Feng, embarrassing J-page Pink Fairy Elysia, why don't you come and chat with me? Elysia sent me 2 photos. One photo was taken during the day, and the other was taken at night. Inside they are all wearing classic pink suits. She smiles very brightly. Chu Feng accepted 2 pictures. Pink Fairy Elysia, I am cute during the day and I am cute at night. Which one do you like better? Chu Feng, from a general rational point of view, you are lively during the day and sunny at night, both of you are likable. Elysia saw Chu Feng talking nonsense seriously and burst out laughing. P.S. Please give me flowers, comments and monthly votes. 009. Elysia's commission to buy flowers for Goddess Festival, seeking data from captains. Chu Feng knew that Elysia was teasing him. How can a girl fall in love with someone so easily? Besides, this girl is such an outstanding Elysia. Elysia is naturally lively. Can get along with every stranger. And she often likes to tease everyone in a frivolous tone. Whether it's a boy or a girl. For example, Mei is often teased by Ely. People who don't know or have a narrow vision might actually think that Ely likes Mei. Like the dumb Kiana. She often thought that Ely was a love rival who wanted to take away her Mei, and she became jealous. Ely is that kind of person. The more shy and timid you appear, the more she will say ambiguous words to tease you. Until you surrender. Certainly. At first sight, you will think that such a pure girl has some bad intentions. You will find out only when you get to know Ely for a long time. She was so pure and kind from beginning to end. How could Chu Feng not be attracted to a girl like this? So, use the opponent's trick against him. Chu Feng followed up her words and expressed his thoughts. Said I like both. When Elysia saw Chu Feng's words, she naturally thought it was a joke. Unexpectedly, Chu Feng, who had always been rigid, gave in under her own teasing. She felt very happy. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's just the two of us. I didn't expect you to be so naughty. But no matter how naughty you are, I won't be angry. Smile JPG Chu Feng, speechless oi page Pink Fairy Elysia, actually, I was just kidding. I came to you so late because I have something to ask of you. Chu Feng, yes. But you can say it. Pink Fairy Elysia, tomorrow is March 7th, do you know what day it is? Chu Feng, Goddess Festival. Pink Fairy Elysia, yes, you look very smart. We have many girls in Fire Moth, I plan to buy some flowers for them all. Chu Feng, this is a good idea. No wonder it was Elysia. Pink Fairy Elysia, you still understand me. Happy JPG. Don't you know a lot of common sense? You can see which flowers are more suitable to give to them. Buy flowers? I just happened to learn about flowers. Is this God's will? Chu Feng would naturally not postpone helping others. Chu Feng, no problem, I'll take care of it. Pink Fairy Elysia, that's great. I'll send you their age information. You can buy according to their age preferences. Chu Feng, okay. Elysia then uploaded a document. Chu Feng downloaded it. It was filled with information about more than 100 women from Fire Moth. There are Mobius, Sozia, Olimira. In this list, Chu Feng only knew Mobius. Mei is not on the list. At this time of the pre-civilization, the third Hairsker had not yet been born. Mei and Kevin joined Fire Moth after the third Hairsker appeared. Pink Fairy Elysia, it should cost quite a bit of money. I will transfer the money to you first. Elysia immediately sent a red envelope to Chu Feng. Pink Fairy Elysia, if it's not enough, I'll think of another way. Chu Feng, that's enough, Ely. Chu Feng never considers money when doing things, after all, Eden is there to back him up. Even if Eden couldn't cover the problem, he could still think of other ways. Pink Fairy Elysia, thank you so much. Chu Feng, no need to thank me. Having said that, I also hope you can do something for me. After all, this is the only way to be fair. Pink Fairy Elysia, don't worry. After you help me this time, I will definitely thank you well. Pink Fairy Elysia, what? What did you call me just now? Ely. Pink Fairy Elysia, spinning JPG. Happy JPG. Pink Fairy Elysia, only Eden would call me Ely so affectionately. I didn't expect you would also. Ely still has a great liking for Chu Feng. I just always thought Chu Feng was gentle and polite, but no matter who he communicated with, he was always so lukewarm and rigid. I didn't expect him to suddenly call himself Ely. This really made Ely feel very happy. Chu Feng, I missed two words just now, Elysia. Chu Feng quickly explained to avoid embarrassment. Chatting with girls in such a frivolous way is not Zhongli's style. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's okay, now is our time to be alone, don't be shy. I still like you to call me Ely. Pink Fairy Elysia, what? Not talking? Are you secretly admiring my photos again? Chu Feng, no. I'm thinking about the flowers I'm going to buy tomorrow. Chu Feng, it's getting late. You should go to bed early. Going to bed early is good for a girl's skin. Good night. Pink Fairy Elysia, okay. Then we have an appointment. I will wait for your good news tomorrow. Pink Fairy Elysia, a beautiful day ends with saying good night to you. Good night. I have to say, Elysia is indeed a very lively and lovely girl. It's a pity that one day in the future, she will have to sacrifice herself to save the world. She was so optimistic and happy from beginning to end. Share your happiness with everyone around you. What a good friend. Chu Feng was so busy that he fell asleep. The next day. The sun is coming out. Chu Feng opened his eyes. Then I found a private message from Elysia. Pink Fairy Elysia, hi. The weather is so nice today, it's as sparkling as me. There is also a photo attached. Chu Feng clicked it and took a look. Elysia in the sunshine, holding a glass of soy milk. She smiled happily. You can feel the joy of Ely in the other world through the screen. Chu Feng seemed to be infected by this girl. My mood also became very happy. Pink Fairy Elysia, good morning, a good day starts with seeing you. Pink Fairy Elysia, are you happy to see my photo? Elysia showed that Chu Feng had accepted the photo. Chu Feng was embarrassed now. He couldn't hide anything. P.S. Thank you captains for voting. I beg the handsome captains to give flowers, evaluation votes and monthly votes to encourage the poor author. 010. Chu Feng could feel Elysia's joy across the world. I really owe you this. How can you resist the temptation to look through photos? But just watch it now. That's fine. Everyone has a love for beauty. Morix must be among them. Chu Feng, you really look good when you smile. If it were any other girl, I probably wouldn't click to appreciate it. Being particular about everything is a major feature of Zhongli. Girls are no exception. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Chu Feng's words made Elysia very happy. Her girlish heart was fully satisfied. Pink Fairy Elysia, I didn't expect you to have such a cute side. Chu Feng, I am just stating an objective fact. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's fun when the rigid words hit the point. Pink Fairy Elysia, you know what? After you fell asleep last night, Raiden Mei, Fu Hua and I talked about you. Chu Feng, Pink Fairy Elysia, don't you want to know the content? Elysia is really good at teasing. Successfully aroused Chu Feng's curiosity. He also wanted to know what these girls thought of him in private. However, he still needs to be calmer now. Chu Feng, oh, that's really interesting. What are you talking about? Pink Fairy Elysia, are you concerned about what we talked about? You seem to have a lot of questions for me. Pink Fairy Elysia, don't be impatient, we still have a lot of time. Do you think I talk too much? Chu Feng, you are so lively and cheerful, it reminds me of an old friend. Pink Fairy Elysia, who? Which old friend? What's your name? Is he as lively and cute as me? Chu Feng, her name is Geo Archon, and she is also a very lively and cheerful girl. Pink Fairy Elysia, Geo Archon? What a nice name. What happened between you two? Tell me about it. Chu Feng, this is a long story. My memory is a little worn out. Pink Fairy Elysia, what does wear and tear mean? Don't be so secretive when you speak, just tell me half of it. It's frustrating. Chu Feng, Chu Feng, let's not talk about this for now. I'll take care of your business first, and we'll talk about her when we have time. The more Chu Feng kept silent, the more curious Elysia became. After all, in Ely's opinion, a girl who can leave an impression on such an outstanding person as Chu Feng must not be too bad. She really wanted to know what kind of relationship this Geo Archon had with Chu Feng. But Chu Feng didn't want to say it. No matter how much Ely forced him, he would never tell her. She had to give up for the time being. Pink Fairy Elysia, all right then. I hope you can tell me about Gizhong's story about you when you have time. Chu Feng, yes. The other side. Saint Freya student dormitory. Brynja and Fu Hua got up early and went to class. And the lazy Kiana is still sleeping soundly. She completely forgot that she had an exam today. In the kitchen, Mei has prepared a delicious and hearty breakfast. She promised Chu Feng and made breakfast for him. So, I also made one for Kiana. Including my own, there are 3 breakfasts in total. Kiana in her sleep. Smelling the aroma of breakfast, what a delicious pizza, and milk, I want to eat. Kiana's saliva was dripping, soaking the pillow. Mei came over and called her, Kiana. Hurry up and get up, you're going to be late for the exam. Kiana, ah. I'm so sleepy. I don't want to get up. Mei, Teresa is here. Kiana, ask your aunt to ask for leave for me. I don't want to take the exam anymore. Mei, teacher Heimko is here. Kiana was immediately startled when she heard Heimko-sensei, where is she? Is Heimko really here? Mei smiled and said, no, I'm just trying to scare you. Hurry up and get out of bed and have breakfast. Kiana, you scared me, Mei. Kiana lost all desire to sleep after being frightened by Mei. I had to drag my tired body out of bed. When Kiana saw the pizza and milk prepared on the table. Feeling very happy, Mei is so nice, she even prepared breakfast for me. Hey! Why are there 3 breakfasts? Are you making this for Brynja or for the monitor? Kiana turned around and saw no trace of Brynja and Fuhua. I thought probably not. Could it be that these 2 breakfasts were made for myself? Kiana hugged Mei happily and said, Mei is so nice. She knew I was having a hard time taking the exam and prepared a meal for 2 people. I love you so much. Speaking of. She put her head into Mei's chest and took advantage of it. Mei's face turned red. Mei pushed Kiana away, no, this one is for Chu Feng. When Kiana heard Chu Feng's name, she was stunned for a moment. Then, a long time passed. Kiana finally came to her senses. She was so jealous, Mei. Why are you making breakfast for Chu Feng? Mei explained, didn't Chu Feng invite everyone to dinner yesterday? And it was not convenient for him to cook at home, so I just made breakfast for him. Kiana, no. Mei, please don't make breakfast for him. You are my Mei. He ate your breakfast this time, and he'll be thinking about the next time. I don't like others being so close to you. When Kiana thought about the future, when Chu Feng snatched Mei away from her, she became extremely sad. Mei, you think too much, it's just a meal. We are all friends, he won't have any improper thoughts about me. And he is also a gentleman. Kiana, really? Mei, yet. Aren't you also in that group? He's been with him for so long in the past month, don't you know Chu Feng's character? Listening to Mei's words and thinking about the days she spent with Chu Feng, Kiana thought that this seemed to be the case. She retracted her emotion. I ate my breakfast quietly. Mei then used the chat group to privately send the breakfast to Chu Feng in the form of a red envelope. Chu Feng also saw the red envelope sent by Mei. He clicked it and took a look. It turned out to be delicious pizza and a glass of milk. The pizza smells delicious and looks golden in color, which makes it look very appetizing. Mei is worthy of being called the cook, her cooking skills are really good. Chu Feng hurriedly thanked him. Chu Feng, Mei, your cooking skills are really good. Thank you for the delicious breakfast. Raiden Queen Mei, really? If you like it, I'll make it for you when I'm free. I didn't know that Chu Feng was a very picky person. To receive his praise shows that my craftsmanship is quite good. Naturally, she was willing to cook for Chu Feng often. Chu Feng, then I am in for a treat. P.S. Please give me flowers, comments, and monthly ticket support. Thanks, big guy. 011. Chu Feng ate bite by bite the pizza that Mei had carefully prepared for him. The pizza smells delicious. Green and red peppers are evenly sprinkled on the golden pizza. There is also beef cut into just the right thickness in the middle. The black pepper powder on the beef, mixed with the onions in the pizza, exudes the unique meaty aroma of beef. He also didn't understand why Mei knew so much about his taste preferences. I guess Mei must be a very careful girl. Perhaps. She had already gathered her own preferences through a month of interaction in the chat group. Every detail of this pizza hits Chu Feng's taste buds. Chu Feng doesn't like pizza that tastes too light, the pure Western style. He likes it with some spiciness in the middle. Mei grasped this point just right. Chu Feng couldn't help but praise secretly. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng, do you have any plans for today? Chu Feng, I'm going to buy some flowers for Elysia today. Lightning Queen Mei, buying flowers? I'm so envious. Can I get some too? Chu Feng, you misunderstood. Ely wanted to buy flowers for the girls from Fire Moth, saying that today is Women's Day. Thunder Queen Mei, oh, so that's how it is. I thought you made a special trip to buy flowers for Elysia. Chu Feng, however, this time, in addition to helping her, I have another plan. I want to buy some flowers for the girls in the group. Lightning Queen Mei, really? Am I involved too? Chu Feng, of course you have a share too. Lightning Queen Mei, Mei has never been treated like this before, it feels so warm. Chu Feng, you are like a very sensible sister, and you deserve to be loved and cared for. Lightning Queen Mei, thank you, you are so kind to me. Mei, a rich girl, originally lived a life of ease and comfort. She has been in prison since her father went to jail. At Chiba Academy, where she used to live, all her classmates stayed away from her. Many people say they are the daughters of economic fraudsters. As a result, Mei became increasingly inferior and withdrawn. Later, Honkai broke out in Nagazora City. If she hadn't met Kiana, she might never have gotten over that shadow in her life. Now, I met Chu Feng again, who cares and loves me so much. Mei feels more and more the kindness and warmth of this world. She happily finished her breakfast and went to class. With Chu Feng's words, she would feel very happy for the whole day. For Goddess Day, Chu Feng naturally not only wanted to help Elysia, but also buy some flowers for the women in Fire Moth. I also want to buy some flowers for the girls in the chat group. Certainly. You should also place some potted plants in your own house. This is what a poetic life is. Chu Feng set off. Came to the largest flower market in Shanghai. Chu Feng started a live broadcast in the chat group. It is also to allow Elysia and others to have a better look at these flowers. I also want to let these girls see if they have any good suggestions. Chu Feng came to the largest store in the flower market. It is filled with all kinds of beautiful flowers. Roses, fuchsia roses, lilies, tuberose, lavender. The female boss came out to greet Chu Feng enthusiastically. Sir, please take a look at what kind of flowers you need to buy. Our flower shop is the largest in the entire flower market. We have all kinds of flowers, whether you want to give them to your family, your loved ones, or your friends, we have all kinds. Chu Feng said, isn't today Goddess Day? This is for girls. Female boss, excuse me, are you colleagues, lovers, or friends? Chu Feng, colleagues and friends. The female boss, in that case, giving lilies is the best choice. Female boss, lily is a very auspicious flower, symbolizing a happy life and smooth sailing. It's the best gift for female colleagues. Speaking of, the boss showed Chu Feng some lilies in front of him. There are many varieties of lilies in the store. The colors alone include pink, white, red, and yellow. Chu Feng took a look. I found that the boss's lily varieties were of varying quality. There are Siberia lily, Shah Blanca lily, Formosan lily, Sobol lily, and so on. The female boss asked, how do you like these flowers? Which one do you like? Chu Feng was not in a hurry to answer his boss's words. Instead, ask other girls in the chat group. Chu Feng, Elysia, Eden, Fu Hua, Mei, Kiana, what do you think? Paramecium Kiana, wow! I like lilies too. They are so pretty. I really want to buy some for Mei. Lightning Queen Mei, there are so many varieties of flowers, and each one seems to be very beautiful. And Elysia has many people to send flowers to. It is indeed a bit difficult to choose. Artist Eden, some girls like white, some like pink, and some like yellow. Paramecium Kiana, if it were me, I would like white. Pink Fairy Elysia, Chu Feng, you are here, so you should do what you think is right. Chu Feng, if you ask me, the answer is actually very simple. Chu Feng said to the shop owner, boss, I want them all. Chu Feng's words surprised the shop owner. The female boss looked at the lilies in the store, there were at least thousands of bunches. She found it hard to believe, there are thousands of bouquets of lilies here, do you want them all? Chu Feng seemed to be nodding firmly. The female boss was very happy and said, well, boss, I've long seen that you are extraordinary and generous. Other customers who were looking at the flowers in the store were also surprised. Is this the rich man in Magic City? He is so rich and arrogant. I think he's just talking and bragging. If you buy all the lilies in this flower shop, it would cost tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands. P.S. Please give me flowers, comments, and monthly tickets. Thank you handsome guys for your support. 012. Kiana, is this the world of the rich? Never think about money? Please give me flowers and comments. Chu Feng's arrogant behavior also surprised the girls in the chat group. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, please explain this to the boss quickly and we can discuss it. There are at least thousands of lilies in the store. Pink Fairy Elysia, if everyone wants one, there will be hundreds of extra bouquets. If we buy them all, we will just waste 10 times the money. Thunder Queen Mei, it's a waste of 9 times the money. Chu Feng, money, Chu Feng, that's true. I didn't think about this aspect just now. I didn't think it through. Paramecium Kiana, hey? I never thought Chu Feng would not consider money when buying things. Even I would seriously consider it. Chu Feng, if money is everything, then it is equivalent to being bound by money in everything. Pink Fairy Elysia. Sandalbug Kiana. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, his thinking is indeed different from that of ordinary people. Artist Eden, interesting JPG. Chu Feng, money is something outside of one's body. It is just a natural equivalent of a currency. But currency is not naturally money. Pink Fairy Elysia, hey. Paramecium Kiana, so profound, I am confused. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, this reminds me of thousands of years ago. In order to accelerate the formation of the human economic system, King Xian and I collected a large number of seashells used as currency by early humans on the coast of the South Daxia Sea and circulated them. Thunder Queen Mei, Chu Feng and Fu Hua are both talking about economics. Paramecium Kiana, is this the world of the rich? Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, I am just an idle person, not a rich man. As for Chu Feng, I don't know. Pink Fairy Elysia, although Chu Feng knows a lot about macroeconomics, he doesn't know how to save a little money. Chu Feng, don't waver. Even if money ties my hands and feet, I can still find a way to solve the problem even if my hands and feet are tied. Chu Feng, the quality of lilies varies greatly, and so do their prices. Chu Feng, you can identify the variety of lilies by observing their color, smelling their fragrance, etc., and know how long they can be stored. Chu Feng, of course, if you just rely on the boss's introduction, she will sell you some lilies of inferior quality. Chu Feng, the inferior lily, although it looks the same as the good quality lily. Chu Feng, when you take it home, you will find the essential difference in less than half a day. Chu Feng, if you take the rotten lily and go to those profiteers to argue, they will give you all kinds of excuses. Chu Feng, the longer a good lily is stored, the stronger its fragrance becomes. It is not easy to rot and can be stored for at least a week. Chu Feng, the lilies of very low quality cannot be stored for even half a day. The petals and leaves begin to rot. Before they are delivered to the other party, they have already become a bunch of rotten leaves. Chu Feng, there are hundreds of varieties of lilies in the world. Chu Feng, the best quality ones are Gloriosa lily, Sobol lily, and Siberia lily. Chu Feng, there is a lot of knowledge involved. Girls should be extra careful when buying flowers. Paramecium Kiana, it sounds so profound, it feels harder than the Valkyrie test. The Thunder Queen Mei, Chu Feng knows a lot of knowledge. Fu Hua, Shenzhou tablet, you have a really good memory. I don't remember many things very clearly. Artist Eden, he has always been very particular, so he knows everything. But to be honest, I admire him very much. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, then what should we do next? Chu Feng, it's okay. Leave the following details to me. I will find the lilies with good varieties. Pink Fairy Elysia, thank you for your hard work. Female boss, sir, have you thought about it? Chu Feng, let me choose. We don't need so many. We only need 120 bunches. This is a lily of the valley, don't do it. This is a bulbo lily, don't do it. This is leopard lily, don't. This brown lily has a stripe bug on its stem. It won't last long. The scales of this lily are too thin, and the fragrance is too weak. Chu Feng's professional selection surprised the female boss. So here comes an expert. If it weren't for his gentle appearance, I would have thought he was here to cause trouble. About an hour passed. Chu Feng carefully selected 120 bouquets of lilies. And he is very particular about the bandaging, cutting, and matching of lilies. It once gave the boss a headache. But then again, according to Chu Feng's method, The bandaged lily looked much better than the one the female boss had asked the clerk to bandage before. Chu Feng spent more than 40,000 yuan on the 120 bouquets of lilies he bought. The money Elysia gave was obviously not enough. The rest, of course, was paid by Eden. Chu Feng gave the 120 bouquets of flowers to Elysia. Elysia received the 120 bouquets of lilies through the chat group. When she saw a room full of pure and spotless flowers. The rich fragrance of flowers fills my nose. Elysia felt indescribable joy. Giving these flowers to our colleagues who are fighting against Honkai will surely bring them some hope and joy. Elysia couldn't wait to give the lilies to her female colleagues at Fire Moth one by one. These female colleagues were all very happy when they received these lilies. They all expressed their gratitude to Elysia. They all said that these were the most beautiful flowers they had ever received. It was great to see my colleagues. Elysia immediately shared this joy with everyone in the group. Pink Fairy Elysia, all the female colleagues at Fire Moth received flowers, and they are all very happy. Thank you so much at Chu Feng, no need to thank me. This is my promise to you. Even so, it is not polite to not return the favor. Pink Fairy Elysia, don't worry, I have already prepared a gift for you. I guarantee you will like it. PS, I'm begging the handsome captains to give me more flowers, ask for comments, and ask for monthly votes. 013. Elysia, translation, the language of pink crystal flowers, asking for flower evaluation votes. Chu Feng, hearing you say that, it does make me look forward to it. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, what will Elysia give Chu Feng? I think Chu Feng is always very tricky. Artist Eden, my dear Ely, you are not going to give that to him, are you? Eden knew Ely very well, and she had roughly guessed what the valuable gift was that Ely was talking about. She didn't expect Ely to give her favorite to Chu Feng. Pink Fairy Elysia, yes. Chu Feng helped me so much, so I just gave it to him. Paramecium Kiana at Elysia, just like him and stop bothering my Mei. You two should get together quickly. Pink Fairy Elysia, hey, Kiana, I like you too. Paramecium Kiana, no. Kiana belongs to Mei, and Mei belongs to Kiana. Raiden Queen Mei, Kiana. There are so many people here, don't talk nonsense. The naive Mei thought that Kiana's feelings for her were the kind of love between two girls. It's a kind of friendship. But now I hear what Kiana said. It feels very awkward. Is she the type who likes me? Mei's dependence on Kiana is more of a mutual dependence in the chaotic Honkai world. Mei felt a little socially dead about Kiana's lover-like love for her. Paramecium Kiana, okay, Mei, don't be angry at this time. Elysia gave Chu Feng her favorite pink crystal flower in the form of an exclusive red envelope. Chu Feng accepted the red envelope from Elysia. When he opened the red envelope, a pink, crystal clear, and extremely colorful crystal flower appeared in front of him. This pink crystal flower is very beautifully carved and was created by a top sculptor. The collection value is extremely high. This crystal flower also exudes its unique fresh and elegant fragrance. Chu Feng was stunned when he saw the crystal flower. Being well versed in the language of flowers, he knew what this meant. Some of them can't believe it. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, don't you know the language of flowers? Please translate it for us, what does it mean? Chu Feng, Pink Fairy Elysia, I will translate it for you. Chu Feng, in that case, alright. Chu Feng, pink crystal flowers are like pure first love, representing an eternal love. The meaning of the flower language is, I will love you forever. Chu Feng, therefore, pink crystal flowers can also be regarded as a kind of love flower, suitable for giving to lovers to express the love in your heart. Chu Feng, I hope to be with each other forever, to be together through life and death, and never leave each other. As soon as Chu Feng finished speaking, there was chaos in the group. Artist Eden, my good Ely, even I am a little jealous. Lightning Queen Mei, I'm so envious. Paramecium Kiana, ah. Elysia, you really are eating from the pot and looking at the bowl. Since you like Chu Feng, why do you still come to mess with Mei? Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, our amorous Elysia fell in love with Chu Feng? It's incredible. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, I used to think that Elysia loved everyone equally. Chu Feng, but Elysia gave me this, it shouldn't mean this, right? Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, that's exactly what it means. Chu Feng, Elysia didn't play by the rules, and Chu Feng was a little at a loss. But Chu Feng, who knows so much? I still feel for Elysia, but I feel like she might be different from the person she knew before. Some naive ideas. It's not real love. That's why Chu Feng thinks so. A big reason is that Elysia has always been so enthusiastic towards everyone. Seems to like everyone. Ely's words to Chu Feng might be provocative, but that's not strange at all on Ely's part. Because that's how she talks to others. She flirts with Mei in the same way. Chu Feng, who had been in the chat group for a month, also realized this. However, what Chu Feng didn't know was that what Elysia said was absolutely true. Elysia's love for Chu Feng was also simple, it started with love at first sight. There is no logic or order at all. Her feelings towards Chu Feng were completely different from those towards others. She herself is well aware of this. Having said that, just after Chu Feng bought 120 bouquets of lilies for Elysia, he stayed in the flower market for a long time. He knew there were many high-quality orchids here. I want to pick some to give to the girls in the group. Certainly. He also wanted to bring back a pot of orchids himself. After all, orchids symbolize nobility, elegance, and indifference to fame and fortune. This is exactly the style that Chu Feng likes very much. There are many varieties of orchids, the lowest quality ones cost only a few dozen, while the best quality ones cost up to tens of thousands of yuan. Some top-quality orchids can be worth hundreds of thousands, millions, or even tens of millions of dollars per plant. But orchids that cost millions or tens of millions are extremely rare and hard to come by. Chu Feng spent a long time choosing in the market. It cost millions. Purchased 6 orchids of the finest quality. The varieties are Shuguan Heading, Phalaenopsis, Hanlin, Chunjian Huangmei, Ghost Orchid, and Jade Orchid. These 6 orchids each have their own characteristics, and can be distributed to the 6 people in the group, including myself. Chu Feng, isn't today Women's Day? I have gifts for everyone. Pink Fairy Elysia, gift. Happy JPG. Artist Eden, Chu Feng has taken a lot of effort. Chu Feng spent millions from Eden. Eden naturally knew the value of these orchids. She was also looking forward to knowing what kind of orchid Chu Feng would give her. Paramecium Kiana, so kind? I feel inexplicably touched. Apart from Mei, only my stinky dad has given me a gift. Raiden Queen Mei, I am looking forward to it. Looking forward to JPG. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, gift? Do I have one too? Chu Feng, everyone has a share. Fu Hua, Shenzhou Tablet, I never thought that after living alone for so many years, I could now receive gifts from my friends. P.S. I'm asking handsome readers to give me some flowers, comments, and monthly votes. Thanks. 014. I want to buy osmanthus flowers and carry wine together, but it doesn't look like the youths travel. Seeking flowers and comments, Chu Feng gave the Phalaenopsis to Ely. Gave the emerald orchid to Eden. Give Hanlin to Fu Hua. Give the spring sword royal plum to Mei. The Shuguan lotus tripod was given to Kiana. Leave the ghost orchid to yourself. All 5 female group members received orchids from Chu Feng. Elysia looked at the Phalaenopsis orchid in front of her. Its flowers bloom, like a beautiful butterfly dancing in the wind, so beautiful. And the color of this flower is Elysia's favorite pink. Elysia then held up the orchid, took a lovely and beautiful photo, and sent it to the chat group. And the caption, "The beautiful pink orchid and the beautiful and lovely girl are a perfect match." Other group members saw it and gave it thumbs up. Pink Fairy Elysia, Chu Feng, I knew you cared about me a lot, and I guessed it right. Tell me, do you really like me? Chu Feng, Pink Fairy Elysia, there is no need to hide it. Liking me is not something to be ashamed of. Chu Feng neither answered nor denied. Elysia felt a little embarrassed and dragged Eden into the water. Pink Fairy Elysia, Eden likes me, so he would say it out loud, right? Artist Eden, yes, my good Ely. I like you, Ely. Gentle smilage page. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, you gave me a Phalaenopsis, don't you have anything to say? Chu Feng, just as you said, Phalaenopsis and you are indeed a perfect match. You are very similar, both of you represent passion and innocence. Chu Feng, beautiful and holy like a dream. Elysia looked at Chu Feng's words and felt very sweet. But she also wanted to dig deeper into the inner thoughts of this old antique. Pink Fairy Elysia, are you sure that's all? No other meaning? Pink Fairy Elysia, I'll give you one more chance. After this, there will be no more chances. Chu Feng, you and I are good friends, there is no other intention. Pink Fairy Elysia, you are so boring. Pink Fairy Elysia, forget it, everyone has their own little secrets, I won't force it. Elysia was not the only one who wanted to know the meaning of Chu Feng giving her orchids. Including Eden, Fu Hua, Mei, even the short-sighted Kiana also wants to know. Artist Eden, thank you for the orchid you sent me. This orchid is emerald green like jade. Is it the emerald orchid? Chu Feng, good eyesight, it is the emerald orchid. Artist Eden, I usually receive a lot of flowers from fans, and many of them are very valuable. But this is the first time I have received such beautiful orchids. I like it very much. Artist Eden, like Ely, I am also curious about why you gave me the emerald orchid. Artist Eden, although I know roughly what you mean, I still want to hear you say it in person. Eden has experienced a lot of things and met a lot of people. Plus, she is very mature. Naturally, I know the meaning of Chu Feng sending flowers. She understood that Chu Feng was unwilling to speak directly, probably because he had some concerns and constraints. Chu Feng, actually, I don't have any other intentions. Chu Feng, of course. Since you and I have a contractual relationship, then you can discuss anything within the scope of the contract with me. Artist Eden, giving me orchids is also a contract? Funny JPG. Chu Feng, that's not the case. The jade orchid has a noble and gentle beauty, which complements your gentleness and intelligence. Artist Eden, okay. I accept your answer for now. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, I see this orchid has a slender and healthy plant shape, elegant and handsome leaves, colorful and varied flowers, and a pure and long-lasting fragrance. It blooms in the frost and cold. If I am not mistaken, it should be a winter orchid? Chu Feng, exactly. Fu Hua is indeed well informed. Fu Hua on Shenzhou Tablet, I have lived for tens of thousands of years, and no one has ever given me flowers. You are the first person, and you are a man. Chu Feng, Fu Hua's words are too kind. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, you gave Phalaenopsis to Elysia because of her liveliness and enthusiasm, and gave Emerald Orchid to Eden because of her gentleness and intelligence. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, why did you give me Hanlin? Chu Feng, have you ever heard of I want to buy osmanthus flowers and carry wine together, but it is not the time for young people to travel. Fu Hua has been walking in Daxia for many years. Poetry from an ancient time. Maybe she can't remember anymore. But the line I want to buy some osmanthus flowers to carry with me to the wine was written by a poet of the Southern Song dynasty more than 200 years ago. She had heard it too. Then, upon hearing this poem, Fu Hua, who had long since become indifferent to the world and no longer cherished old feelings, could not help but sigh. She recalled bits and pieces of her former civilization. Now, only Kevin and Sue are left among the old friends. They are all still far away from themselves. His whereabouts are unknown. Fu Hua from Shenzhou Tablet, indeed, I heard that. Things have really changed. Thinking back to the people in my previous life, there are only 3 left now. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, humanity's new civilization, my old friends King Xian and Dan Zhu, also died in battle. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, later, I protected this land of Shenzhou and lived alone for more than 2,000 years without ever speaking a word to anyone. Fu Hua from Shenzhou Tablet, everyone in the world says that I am the Red Kite Immortal, but I am not an immortal at all. I am just an ordinary person who is lost and wandering. Chu Feng, you are very similar to an immortal I know, who also once protected a piece of land for more than 6,000 years. Chu Feng, over the past 6,000 years, he has experienced countless dangers. He is very strong and has survived. Chu Feng, but the old friends who protected this land with him back then are now either dead, infatuated, or have left. Chu Feng, when he unloaded the burden of guarding and wanted to find an old friend to drink with, there was no one there. Chu Feng, as the saying goes, I want to buy osmanthus flowers and carry wine together, but it's a pity that we are old friends. When will we meet again? Chu Feng, he usually likes Han Lan very much. He likes Han Lan's perseverance. You are very similar to him. I think you should like Han Lan too. Chu Feng, therefore, I will give you the Hanlin. Fu Hua from Shenzhou Tablet, now that you put it like that, I really want to meet the immortal you mentioned. Paramecium Kiana, Chu Feng, the immortal you are talking about, are you referring to yourself? Lightning Queen Mei, you know what, it really looks like her. Pink Fairy Elysia, Kiana, when did you become so smart? Artist Eden, now that you put it that way, I feel like Chu Feng is really talking about himself. Chu Feng. P.S. Sincerely, please give me flowers, comments, and monthly tickets. Thank you very much. 015. Mei, I will try to become strong, like Chunjian Huang Mei, please give me flowers and comments. Chu Feng felt puzzled, as the person he was talking about was actually old man Zhongli from Tibet. There's no way he could contact himself, right? Chu Feng, you misunderstood. Paramecium Kiana, I'm not stupid. Grandpa, your chat group profile shows everything clearly. Paramecium Kiana, it says above that you are a person who has lived for more than 6,000 years. Combined with what you just said, if the person you are talking about is not you, then who else could it be? While listening to Kiana's words, Chu Feng had not yet paid attention to the personal information of the chat group. He clicked on his own image. The above information really shows it. Chu Feng, the Emperor of Rock of a certain ancient country, who is over 6,000 years old. Possessing powerful divine power, he can move mountains and fill the sea, steal the sky and change the Sunday. No etiquette and rules. Be well versed in history and the present. Get along with others and follow contracts. There is also a handsome picture of himself above. It's really just a picture at the beginning, and the rest is all up to editing. Your chat group really gave me the description of Emperor of Rock. But what kind of immortal am I now? He doesn't even know the Emperor's art of immortality, he just possesses some power of contract. It is far less than 1/10,000th of the Emperor's strength. Chu Feng, let's change the topic for now. Pink Fairy Elysia, Grandpa? This title seems good, quite cute. Artist Eden, Chu Feng is also a man with a lot of stories. Shenzhou Tablet Fu Hua, one day when I come down the mountain, I will buy some good wine and drink with you. Chu Feng, there were many winemaking masters in the Ming dynasty. If you can drink some good wine, you will be lucky. Fu Hua from Shenzhou Tablet, okay. Wait for my good news. By the way, Mei was still taking history class at this time. She received the orchid given to her by Chu Feng. Mei is very happy. The orchid is very fragrant. No one wants to hide it. But it was discovered by teacher Welt Yang and other students. Welt Yang came over and wanted to scold Mei. But I saw the orchid in her hand. He was shocked. This is the Spring Sword Royal Plum. The knowledgeable Welt Yang recognized this precious orchid at a glance. Fu Hua, Spring Sword Royal Plum. Branya, it's just an orchid, what's so surprising about that, teacher? Welt Yang, students, you don't know something. The Spring Sword Royal Plum is a very precious orchid variety. As you can see, its blooming flowers are much higher than the leaves. The flower shape is full of strength and elegance, as noble and majestic as an emperor, standing out from all other flowers. It is called the only orchid that can compete with the top quality orchid, the Song Mei. After listening to the teacher's explanation, the students suddenly understood. Only then did Mei understand. Why did Chu Feng give her a Spring Sword Royal Plum? It's not just because her chat group nickname has the prefix Queen of Thunder. But because Chu Feng knows his past very well. He knew that although he looked strong on the outside, he was actually very fragile and sensitive on the inside. He wanted to be as strong as the queen. Become the gentle and strong girl you once were. Mei was deeply touched. She secretly made up her mind to try her best. Lightning Queen Mei at Chu Feng, thank you for giving me such a valuable gift. Chu Feng, it doesn't matter. Lightning Queen Mei, I will continue to take good care of this orchid and let it bloom more flowers. Chu Feng, then you should work hard. Raiden Queen Mei, I will. Valkyrie examination room. Kiana failed the exam. She is very sad. When she received the orchid from Chu Feng, she felt a little happy. She usually hates Chu Feng. In Kiana's eyes, Chu Feng, like Elysia, is her love rival. Paramecium Kiana, Chu Feng, everyone has thanked you. Never mind. I also thank you for the orchids you sent me. Paramecium Kiana, I was a little reckless about what happened between you and Mei before. I'm sorry. Chu Feng, you don't have to be polite, and you don't have to apologize. After all, you are still young and need to grow up slowly. Paramecium Kiana, why do you sound like your dad when you talk to me? Damn it! In the competition arena, Heimko also noticed the orchid in Kiana's hand. Heimko, this orchid is so beautiful. Where did you get it? I didn't see you take it just now. Kiana, and Heimko, do you like it? Heimko frowned, am I that old? Kiana, these flowers were sent by a friend. Heimko, no matter who gave it to you, you should put it aside and finish the next exam carefully. Kiana, yes. Speaking of. Kiana's eyes were a little moist, not because of Chu Feng. But Chu Feng reminded her of her stinky father who had disappeared and was nowhere to be found. In this world, besides Mei, the only one who gave her flowers was her stinky dad. And now, Chu Feng sent her flowers again. Kiana felt conflicted. Chu Feng temporarily left the chat group. In the chat group, you can get points by signing in daily. By the time Luna came, he had accumulated more than 1,500 points. These points can be used to purchase some items and secret techniques in the chat group store. Most of the goods are expensive. You can also purchase a time travel card to travel to the Honkai world. But a Honkai world crossing card requires 100,000 points. A little expensive. In his spare time, he noticed the message sent by the role-playing system. Congratulations to the host for achieving +1 in role-playing ability and obtaining the rock element vision. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the weapon Guanhong Spear. Rewards top antique knowledge. Yes. I have to say, the rewards this time are really awesome. Very practical. P.S. The data doesn't change much, please give me some flowers, evaluation votes and monthly tickets to support me. I will be more motivated to update it, thank you. 016. A rock-type vision appeared on Chu Feng's waist. When the vision was first activated, it emitted a dazzling golden glow. Then the luster gradually faded. At the same time, Chu Feng could feel the power of the rock element. He didn't expect that there was elemental power on Blue Star. This force seems to be quite large. He felt that if he could muster the power of the elements, he could punch through the floor. Even if it's the 6th floor now, I can punch through to the bottom of the building with one punch. Unexpectedly, he is now a man with fighting power. You have to know the blue planet where he is now. But it is a world that truly follows Newton's scientific theorems. There is no such thing as a godlike person with great martial arts skills. It's just that I have this vision. With the military force he possesses, he can defeat 100 people by himself. No problem. No longer afraid of being bullied. At least I can make a good living on Blue Star. Certainly. There is still a long way to go if you want to become the powerful Rock King. Chu Feng looked up and noticed. A long-handled weapon called Guanhong Spear was suspended in the air. This is a 5-star weapon, the exclusive weapon of the Rock King. Chu Feng couldn't wait to get it. I didn't expect that weapon, floating in the air, seemed so light. It is actually very heavy. Chu Feng couldn't lift it at all without using the power of elements. Weighing several hundred kilograms, Chu Feng quickly condensed the power of elements. Only then did he bring the weapon in front of him. Chu Feng took the Guanhong Spear and lightly stabbed it into the air in front of him. Several meters away, the cabinet opposite was shattered by the gunfire from the spear. And form a shield around itself. Just use it lightly. This power has already been generated. I don't know what effect I will achieve when I use my full strength. After all, they were at home, so Chu Feng didn't dare to act too rashly. To avoid being complained to by the old lady downstairs and calling the police. If the old lady came up and saw how handsome I was, she would ask her beautiful granddaughter to marry me. That would be bad. Just when Chu Feng used his weapon, a lot of knowledge about antiques flooded into his mind like a flood. He immediately became a top antique connoisseur. He can tell the authenticity of almost any antique once it has passed through his hands. With this knowledge about antiques, you can now go to the antique street to find bargains. Find some genuine treasures. He finally understood why Zhongli liked to collect these things. You will have this knowledge when you have money and don't care about money. You also find that life is like that. It's nothing more than the pursuit of perfection in all aspects. When listening to opera, one must listen to the most famous actors. When walking the bird, one must have the most expensive thrush. When collecting calligraphy and paintings, one must collect the best. When tasting food, one must taste the most unique food. On the other hand, Chu Feng actually wanted to buy a house in Shanghai. The kind of Western European-style villa. Before he came through. As early as the earth. Then you will find Fuxing Middle Road, where there are small villas with independent entrances and houses. The style is very high. Pity. The price is too expensive. It would cost hundreds of millions. Chu Feng doesn't care what kind of mansion he lives in. He is just more particular about where he lives. Although I signed a contract with Eden. She is willing to spend on herself. As a big star, she has the ability to spend hundreds of millions of dollars. But after all, the funds are too large. Chu Feng is still willing to create with his own hands. With this knowledge, you can make money quickly by reselling some antiques. Saint Freya Academy. Under the guidance of teacher Heimko, Kiana successfully completed the rest of the exam. Although it is somewhat unsatisfactory. At this time, Principal Teresa called Mei, Kiana, and Brynja to the office. Teresa, I have a mission for you. The Academy wants to recruit more students and expand the Valkyrie force. But I always feel that the school environment is not elegant enough. After the unanimous decision of the school board, I want to buy some classical things to decorate the school. Kiana, what Auntie said is too complicated. Kiana doesn't understand. Teresa, call the principal. I'll be frank. I want you three to go to the antique market and buy some antiques, calligraphy and paintings. Buy 50 vases and 50 sets of calligraphy and paintings. If there are sculptures or something like that, and you feel it has a classical quality, you can buy it. But, there is only $100,000 of funding. May, won't the principal ask the class monitor to go with him? Teresa, she has other more important tasks. Kiana, but Teresa, $100,000 is not enough to buy so many antiques. Brynja, stupid Kiana, the principal meant to buy fake ones. Teresa, yes, that's the limit. If I want to buy a real antique, I probably can't even buy one with 100,000 yuan. This operation depends on the three of you. Teresa, do you have any questions? The three of them nodded and said that it was no problem. Teresa, Kiana, I'm worried about you. You should listen to Mei on the road. Don't do anything rash. Kiana, hey. Don't worry, I'm not a child. I will complete the task assigned by the principal excellently. By the way, if I complete the task this time, will there be any reward? Can I be exempted from the Valkyrie exam and become a B-class Valkyrie directly? Or can I become an S-class Valkyrie directly? Teresa, you're dreaming. This is strictly in accordance with the Valkyrie promotion system and cannot be changed. If you don't pass the exam this time, you can get another chance to take the exam. Kiana, oh, it's all for nothing. Teresa, but, as long as you complete your mission, Kiana, I can tell you about your parents. Kiana, really? Teresa. Teresa, yeah. Kiana, that's great. Kiana happily rushed over and hugged Teresa's neck. Teresa quickly pushed Kiana away, you have to pay attention to your image in the academy. I've told you so many times. Kiana, yes. And after the three received the task. Depart for the antique market. Mei, Kiana, Chu Feng knows a lot of knowledge, why don't we ask him for advice? Kiana, I don't want to bother him. Kiana became so angry when she thought of her love rival Chu Feng. P.S. Thank you for your data support. The author is very motivated. I will keep writing. Please give me more data and use it to attack me. The author will update as much as possible. 017. Kiana, contract? I won't sign any contract to sell myself. Please give me flowers, please give me ratings, please give me monthly tickets. Mei, don't you want to complete the task assigned by the principal? Kiana, of course. Brynja, who is this Chu Feng you are talking about? Why haven't I heard of his name? Mei's eyes lit up when she spoke of Chu Feng. He is a very wise man, and has a deep understanding of clothing, daily necessities, pearls, jade, porcelain, wine, food, snacks, tea, spices, flowers, insects, birds, etc. If we can get his help, it should be easy to buy antiques, calligraphy and paintings. He was able to help us select some very tasteful paintings and vases. After all, the things we bought are to decorate the school. Brynja, there are still such amazing people. Kiana, you're flattering him by saying he's great. To put it bluntly, Chu Feng is just an old antique. Mei, Kiana, I know you are angry with Chu Feng, so stop talking and get down to business first. Kiana, okay, I'll forgive him for now. Branya, then you should ask him to come over and help. Mei, however, since he is not in this city, we can ask him to give us advice remotely. Kiana, old man. Great job. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, hey, old man, the little girl is calling you. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, interesting. Artist Eden, aren't Kiana and Chu Feng sworn enemies? Why did they contact each other? Chu Feng at this time. I am sipping the very mellow golden pumpkin tribute tea at home. This tea has a cooling aroma. After swallowing, the tea is slightly bitter and has a minty coolness. Fresh and natural, without any affectation, hidden but not revealed, with natural charm. The whole tea feels very soft, sweet and delicate. It is indeed a fine tea. These expensive tea leaves and exquisite tea drinking utensils were all bought for him by Eden. Suddenly, it felt like someone was missing him. Chu Feng opened the chat group and saw the message above. Chu Feng, why don't you take a good rest during your rare free time and come to see me instead? Chu Feng, do you want to hear my story? Have you heard about the origin of Magic City? It was originally a small fishing village, Paramecium Kiana, who wants to listen to your boring stories. Chu Feng, go ahead, my friend, you can say whatever you want. Paramecium Kiana, forget it, I'll let Mei talk to you. I get angry when I see you. Chu Feng, Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng, Kiana is a little upset, you must not take it to heart. Chu Feng, that won't happen, but I just can't handle Kiana. Lightning Queen Mei, it's like this, Mei told Chu Feng that Teresa asked the three of them to help buy some calligraphy and paintings, and vases to decorate Saint Freya Academy. I want him to help me find some tasteful antiques. Chu Feng, it is true that I know a thing or two about everything, and I am also quite knowledgeable about antiques, so I can help you. Chu Feng, even so, I also hope that you can do something for me. After all, this is fair. Paramecium Kiana, why do you have so many things to do? Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, Chu Feng is right, it is fair to help each other. Paramecium Kiana, well, what do you want us to do? I am very capable. I can do anything except picking the moon. Chu Feng, that's not a difficult task. You two can just help me pick 10 kilograms of honeysuckle. Paramecium Kiana, what is honeysuckle? Can you grow it? Can you eat it? What do you want to do with it? Chu Feng, honeysuckle can be brewed into tea, which has the effects of clearing away heat and detoxifying, soothing the throat, and relieving heat and restlessness. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng knows a lot. Then Mei and Kiana will help you pick them. Chu Feng, you don't have to go now. You can go pick them after you finish buying antiques, calligraphy and paintings. Chu Feng, however, we have to sign a contract first. Paramecium Kiana, contract? What contract? I won't sign any indenture. Lightning Queen Mei, if Mei is not mistaken, it should be a kind of contract, right? Chu Feng, yes. Chu Feng put down the teacup in his hand. He took out a piece of paper and drew up a contract. At the end, there was a sentence left, the contract is now concluded, and anyone who breaks his promise will be punished by eating rocks. Then, signed his name. The contract was uploaded to the chat group. Didn't get the contract. She trusts Chu Feng very much. I was ready to sign without even looking at it. But Kiana at the side quickly pulled him back, Mei. Don't sign it. If there is something fishy going on, we will be finished. Kiana obviously didn't believe Chu Feng. After all, they are love rivals. Mei, Chu Feng is a very good person. He won't have any crooked thoughts. He won't harm us either. Kiana, let's see before we make any conclusions. Mei, I can't beat you, okay then. Mei and Kiana looked over the entire contract and found nothing wrong with it. At the end, I found a sentence, those who break their promises shall be punished by being eaten by rocks. I feel a little bit incomprehensible. Paramecium Kiana at Chu Feng, old man, please quickly explain what those who break their promises should be punished by eating rocks means. Do you want to harm Mei and me? Chu Feng, both parties who have reached a contract, no matter who violates the contract, will be harmed by the rock element. I am no exception. Paramecium Kiana, oh, I see. After hearing Chu Feng's explanation, Kiana signed the contract with confidence. Mei also signed. The contract was concluded. Chu Feng, the contract has been reached. Then you two should open the live broadcast of the chat group so that I can help you with reference. Lightning Queen Mei, yes. Mei used the chat group function to start the live broadcast. In the live broadcast screen, Mei, Kiana and Brynja have arrived at the antique market. This antique market is quite large. There were crowds of people inside and all kinds of noises could be heard. There are antique blue bricks under your feet, and shops are lined up on both sides, selling all kinds of things. There are stalls in front of the store. It is called a stall, but in fact it is just a piece of cloth or a few newspapers spread on the ground with all kinds of things placed on it. P.S. Please give me flowers, monthly tickets, and evaluation tickets. Thanks to the handsome captains. 018. Antique Street Bargain, Ming Dynasty Yellow Glaze Porcelain, please give me flowers, comments and monthly tickets. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's really lively here. With my blessing, I hope you can complete the task smoothly and buy antiques that are worth the money. Thunder Queen Mei, thank you, Elysia. Pink Fairy Elysia at Chu Feng, I failed in my mission just now, can you comfort me? Chu Feng, Elysia also encounters difficulties? It's rare. Well, you are the best. Pink Fairy Elysia, what you said is very nice. If it is nice, please say a few more words. Chu Feng, Pink Fairy Elysia, do you think I talk too much? But I just have a lot to say to you. Chu Feng, that won't happen. I'm always happy to talk to you. Artist Eden, my dear Ely, what's wrong? What difficulties have you encountered? Pink Fairy Elysia, Eden, it's nothing. Chu Feng, Elysia, wait until I help Mei and the others complete their mission, then we can talk again. Pink Fairy Elysia, okay, I know you are the best to me. Lightning Queen Mei, by the way, Chu Feng, we only have 100,000 yuan in capital, so we can't afford anything too expensive. Chu Feng, don't worry, I can find some treasures for you within my limited funds. Chu Feng, it is very difficult to find bargains in the antique market. If you are not an expert, a museum worker, a senior archaeologist, or a tomb robber, it is difficult to distinguish the real from the fake. Chu Feng, but for an expert like me, it is still relatively simple. In the live broadcast screen, Mei, Kiana and Brynja walked into each store. There are numerous kinds of calligraphy and paintings, vases and jewelry. Chu Feng observed everything with his sharp eyes. Right at this moment, a very beautiful landscape painting came into Chu Feng's eyes. But this painting is a copy. Chu Feng, Mei, the landscape painting next to you is nice, you can buy it. Raiden Queen Mei, this one. Chu Feng, yes. The shop owner saw the landscape painting Mei was pointing at and said, you have a good eye, girl. This is a famous painting, an authentic one. It was painted by Zhao Lingrang during the Song dynasty. Look at the strength of the brushwork and the profound sense of history. Mei, how much, boss? The shop owner looked at the three innocent girls again and said, not much, 3 million. Kiana, 3 million. Why don't you just rob a bank? Chu Feng, don't listen to his nonsense. This is a simulated painting, worth at most 300. Chu Feng, and Zhao Lingrang is not a master. Even if it is a real painting, it is worth at most 800,000. Chu Feng, not long ago, a real painting by Zhao Lingrang, a painting of bamboo, was auctioned in Shanghai City for 760,000 yuan. Chu Feng, the painting in front of you is not full of brush strokes, and the colors are too chaotic. The paper is just ordinary gouache paper, not the Chinsintang paper used by Song dynasty painters. It is definitely not the real thing. Chu Feng, Mei, tell the store manager what I said, and he will know that you are an expert and will not give you a random price. Raiden Queen Mei, okay. Mei told the shop owner what Chu Feng said. The shop owner was shocked, I didn't expect you to know so much at such a young age. You must be the daughter of some archaeologist, right? Mei, don't ask me that. Will you sell this painting for 300? Shop owner, no, it's at least 1,000, otherwise I will lose money. The Thunder Queen Mei, he insists on 1,000. What should I do? Chu Feng. Chu Feng, just leave, he will definitely try to keep you. Raiden Queen Mei, okay. Paramecium Kiana, why make it so complicated? If you want to buy it, just buy it. If you don't want to buy it, forget it. Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, don't be so irritable. Just listen to Chu Feng. It's the right thing to do. The three of them followed Chu Feng's instructions and turned around and left. The shop owner really compromised. Wait, little girl, 300 is 300, I'm losing money, you can take it. I was very unhappy to hear the shop owner compromise. The three of them came back and bought the calligraphy and paintings. Just walked out of the store. Kiana felt very hungry. Mei, I want to eat. Mei, hey, why is Kiana's appetite increasing again? Brnya, stupid Kiana, you eat like a pig. Kiana, I am not a pig, Mei, I am really hungry. Mei had no choice but to take Kiana to fill their stomachs first. After eating, Kiana felt sleepy again. Kiana, Mei, I really want to go back to sleep. Mei, but our mission is not yet complete. If you are sleepy, go back first. Brnya, stupid Kiana, you sleep like a pig. Kiana, Brnya, what are you talking about? I'm mad. Then. Brnya and Kiana got into an argument. Lightning Queen Mei, hey, why are Kiana and Brnya arguing again? They quarrel every day, it's so annoying. Lightning Queen Mei really wants to leave them both behind and complete the mission alone. After all, everyone is helping. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, if you do this, you are spoiling them too much. Raiden Queen Mei, but, Paramecium Kiana, Mei, don't leave me. Lightning Queen Mei, oh, this is such a headache. Chu Feng, have a cup of tea, it will help relieve stress. Chu Feng sent the brewed tea to Mei through the chat group. Mei drank the mellow tea. I immediately felt much better. Mei sent a private message to Chu Feng. Lightning Queen Mei, thank you Chu Feng. Mei has never been treated like this before. It feels so warm. Chu Feng, you're welcome. Kiana looked at the anxious Mei and immediately stopped the quarrel with Brnya. Ran to Mei, it's all Brenya's fault. Okay, Mei, don't be angry. I won't argue with her anymore. Just at this moment. On a street stall behind Mei. Chu Feng's eyes lit up. I saw a grey pear-shaped pot. Through the dust. Some yellow appears. Chu Feng observed carefully for a long time. Very happy. Isn't this the yellow-glazed porcelain from the Sui period of the Ming dynasty? P.S. I would like to ask all the handsome captains to support me by giving me more flowers, evaluation votes and monthly tickets. Thank you. 019 million times profit. Please give me flowers, monthly tickets and evaluation tickets. There was a painting in the pot, and it looked very old. Chu Feng, Mei, did you see the grey teapot shaped like a pear on the stall behind you? Chu Feng, there is a painting inside the pot. Raiden Queen Mei, is it this teapot? Mei turned and walked over to the stall Chu Feng mentioned, pointing at the grey teapot. Chu Feng, yes. Ask the boss how much this teapot and calligraphy cost together. In Chu Feng's opinion, the boss put these two things together and wanted to sell them as a package. The boss must not know that this teapot is a genuine product. Otherwise, he wouldn't have stuck the tattered calligraphy and painting into the pot. Raiden Queen Mei, okay. Mei, boss, how much are your teapot and calligraphy and paintings? The vendor said, you want to buy these two things? If you buy the painting, the teapot will be given to you as a gift. Mei, how much is the calligraphy and painting? The vendor said, the calligraphy and painting is 500 yuan. Mei, so expensive. The vendor said, if you want it, take it. If you don't want it, forget it. The Thunder Queen Mei, Chu Feng, this painting is more expensive than the one I bought before. Do you want to buy it? Chu Feng, buy, of course. Mei spent 500 yuan to buy the calligraphy and painting and the teapot. Chu Feng, Mei, take a piece of paper and gently wipe the dust off the surface of the teapot. Raiden Queen Mei, okay. Mei wiped the teapot as Chu Feng asked. I didn't expect it to be wiped gently. The teapot appears yellow in color overall. Lightning Queen Mei, this teapot is actually yellow. Chu Feng, you found a treasure. Chu Feng, this is a yellow-glazed vessel from the Sui period of the Ming dynasty. The Thunder Queen Mei, really? Chu Feng. But there is no inscription made in the Sui period of the Ming dynasty on the bottom. Chu Feng, the bottom of this kind of artifacts are mostly written or engraved in blue and white, of course there are also some without writing. The one in your hand is the one without writing. Chu Feng, look, this teapot has a deep mouth, a slightly higher foot, a thick body, a thick glaze, and is very moist. The yellow glaze is applied all the way to the bottom, but the glaze is not applied evenly. Chu Feng, some places even have a whitening phenomenon, and there are some orange peel patterns on them. Chu Feng, this is the characteristic of yellow glaze during the Sui period of the Ming dynasty. Paramecium Kiana, it can't be true as you said, right? Even if it is true, how much can it be worth? Chu Feng, not much, just over 5 million. The Thunder Queen Mei, Chu Feng is really amazing. Paramecium Kiana, old man, you are not fooling us, are you? Chu Feng, Sui was from 1426 to 1435 AD, which is exactly the era that Fu Hua lived in. As a well-informed person, she should have come into contact with such a yellow-glazed teapot. Paramecium Kiana, class leader, is this true? Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, yes. This kind of yellow glaze porcelain is used exclusively in the palace. I have seen it several times. Fu Hua of Shenzhou tablet, the style is similar to the one you have. It should be the real thing without a doubt. Paramecium Kiana, I didn't expect that, old man, you really have 2 tricks up your sleeve. Chu Feng, I only know a little bit. Paramecium Kiana, however, I still don't believe that there is such a good thing in the world. Chu Feng, if you don't believe it, you can take it to a specialized appraisal department for appraisal. However, you must follow the whole process to avoid being swapped. Paramecium Kiana, okay. Mei and I will go right away. Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, there's no need to bother. Chu Feng won't lie to us. Paramecium Kiana, who knows? Just try and you will know. Lightning Queen Mei, all right then. Mei, Kiana and Brynja brought the pear-shaped pot to a specialized antique appraisal agency in the city. An antique expert in his 50s holds a magnifying glass to the pear-shaped pot. Over and over again. Looked at it carefully for a long time. The expert was surprised and asked, where did you get this pear-shaped pot? Kiana, uncle, don't worry about this. Is this teapot real or fake? Antique expert, the pear-shaped pot is real. It is from the Sui period of the Ming dynasty. Kiana, what he said was right. Damn it. Mei, I said Chu Feng didn't lie to us. The antique expert looked at the 3 girls and said cunningly, I'll offer you 1 million for this pear-shaped pot. Will you sell it? Kiana, 1 million. Wouldn't that be enough to buy a lot of snacks? Sell. Brynja, stupid Kiana, you've been fooled again. Brynja is not as stupid as Kiana, listen to Mei's thoughts. Kiana, what does Mei think? Mei was not sure what to do, so she asked Chu Feng. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng, what do you think? Chu Feng, this pear-shaped pot is worth at least 5 million. If you sell it for 1 million, you will suffer a great loss. The appraisal agency will not let you make money. Lightning Queen Mei, well, Chu Feng is right, we should bring the teapot back to the academy. The principal will definitely be happy when he finds out. Paramecium Kiana, oh, I was so happy for nothing. All my snacks are gone. Mei rejected the antique expert's offer and left the appraisal agency with the pear-shaped pot. They continued to go back to the antique market and bought some calligraphy and paintings and vases. With the help of Chu Feng, successfully completed the task assigned by Teresa. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng, thank you so much today. Chu Feng, you're welcome. I'm just fulfilling the contract between us. Lightning Queen Mei, you haven't had dinner yet? I'll go buy some seafood and cook it for you tonight. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, you are so lucky. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, I also want to eat seafood made by Mei. Paramecium Kiana, damn it. Jealousy. Forget it, since the old man has helped me so much this time, I will allow you to eat the dinner made by Mei. Chu Feng, Mei, thank you for your kindness. Ely plans to make it for me. Chu Feng, and I don't like seafood. Just seeing seafood reminds me of the slippery touch and the lingering fishy smell. Chu Feng, as for the reason, well, it's a long story. Maybe it's because I have a good memory and I remembered something from the past. The Thunder Queen Mei, it turns out Chu Feng doesn't like seafood. Mei remembered that PS, I beg the most handsome captains to vote for more data support. Your flowers, evaluation tickets, and monthly tickets are the greatest encouragement to the author. 020. Teresa's curiosity about Chu Feng, reward, demon bloodline. Please give me flowers and monthly tickets. Mei, Kiana, and Brynjar returned to St. Freya Academy with the antiques they bought. The three of them agreed to let Kiana ask Teresa to review their results. In the principal's office, Teresa is watching homo manga. She doesn't want others to know that she is a woman in her 40s who still likes to read manga. So I locked the office door, secretly reading manga inside. Sudden, a bug crawled onto the table. Almost crawled onto the manga book. Teresa was shocked. You annoying bugs, I'll smash you. She immediately picked up a stool and smashed it. The bugs were smashed to pieces. It's a good thing he died. Teresa let out a long sigh. She suddenly discovered something interesting. She pretends to be the magical girl Terry. Then, talk to yourself. Terry, I'm a vampire cat, Teresa, meow. Why do humans work so hard? Why can't I transform on a full moon night? Become the cutest vampire cat in the world. Teresa made cat-like movements. At this time, Kiana climbed in through the office window. I just happened to see Teresa behaving strangely. Embarrassed, Teresa immediately straightened her posture and hid the homo manga. Teresa demanded, Kiana, why didn't you go through the front door? Kiana, Aunt, I want to, too, but your office door is closed. I knocked on the door and you didn't open it, but I heard your voice, so I climbed in. Teresa, okay, so did you see what I was doing? Kiana, I didn't see my aunt reading manga. Teresa, damn it. Don't tell anyone, or your aunt will let you have a taste of Judah's power. Kiana, don't worry, Auntie, I won't tell anyone. By the way, Auntie, are my results out yet? Teresa showed Kiana her report card, 59 points, failing. Kiana, I hate failing the test. Aunt Heimko is going to beat me up again. Also, Will may not let me eat. What? Brynja got 100 points. I'm so angry. Teresa, okay, Heimko isn't that mean, she won't beat you up, and May won't deny you food. Study hard and try to pass the next exam. By the way, how is the thing I arranged for you to do going? Kiana, it's done, but, Auntie, buying antiques is so boring, it's really not fun at all. Next time, don't ask me to go. Kiana brought Teresa to the school square. She saw a pile of calligraphy and paintings, vases, and other antiques in front of her. Teresa carefully looked at these antiques, which were very tasteful and high quality, and clapped her hands in approval. Great, you three did a great job. Kiana said happily, Teresa, I'll show you a surprise that you will never expect. Where Kiana pointed, Teresa saw the yellow-glazed pear-shaped pot. Kiana, this is a genuine antique, used exclusively in the imperial court of the Ming dynasty. Teresa, really? You guys are so awesome. This must be worth several million, right? Kiana, yeah, about that. Teresa, how did you get that? Kiana, May should tell you. May told Teresa about Chu Feng's help. Teresa exclaimed, I can't believe you guys know such amazing friends. You invite him to the academy this weekend, and I will treat him well. Kiana, hey. May. Paramecium Kiana at Chu Feng, old man, Teresa wants to see you, what should I do? Chu Feng, tell her I'm busy now and I'll have a chance to come later. May was very happy when she saw Chu Feng said that he could come to St. Freya Academy in the future. She immediately sent a private message to Chu Feng. Lightning Queen May, Chu Feng, will I really have a chance to see you in the future? Can you really come to the academy? Chu Feng, if I save up 100,000 points, I can redeem them for a time travel card, right? Lightning Queen May, however, it is so hard to accumulate points in the chat group. I don't know when we can meet again. Chu Feng, no, we will meet one day. Raiden Queen May, I am looking forward to it. Lightning Queen May, I will be very happy to be with Chu Feng. Lightning Queen May, if possible, May is willing to accompany Chu Feng forever. Chu Feng, even if we can't meet, I don't regret meeting you, May. Chu Feng, even if one day I have to say goodbye to you and we can no longer contact each other through the chat group, you will still shine like gold in my memory. The Thunder Queen May, I hope the day of separation will never come. Otherwise, Mei will be very sad. Chu Feng, any travel companion will have a day of separation. I hope we can find meaning in our journeys in our respective worlds. Raiden Queen Mei, but, Lightning Queen Mei, but Mei wants to be the person who always stays by Chu Feng's side. Chu Feng, I see. I understand your intention. Chu Feng also wanted to have such a close friend by his side. What's more, she is a gentle and sensible girl like Mei. Only, it is still very difficult to travel to the Honkai world nowadays. I don't know when I will be able to accumulate these points. 100,000 points would take at least several decades. And, although I already have a vision, but it is a mortal body. I don't know which will come first, the accident or tomorrow. Not to mention accumulating these 100,000 points. Chu Feng left the chat group. At this time, there is exciting news about the role-playing system again. Roleplay +1, congratulations to the host for obtaining the bloodline of the demon god. Is it integrated? Demonic bloodline. PS, I beg the handsome big guys to give me more flowers, monthly tickets and evaluation tickets to support me. Thank you so much. 021. And Ely drink together from a distance. Chu Feng, you have to be nice to me, otherwise I will cry, please give me flowers and monthly tickets. Chu Feng clicked on the information to check. Demon God Bloodline, allows the host to transform from a mortal body into a demon god body, possessing the same lifespan and continuous evolutionary qualities as a demon god. You can continuously improve your own strength by absorbing the power of elements and the power of faith. Note, there is no upper limit to the growth of strength, breaking through the limit of Tivat's combat power ceiling. Then this demon bloodline can bring about a qualitative improvement in oneself. Regardless of how powerful the ability is, at least the lifespan is several thousand years, or even longer. To have a long life, all you have to do is practice well. That means that one day, you will become a powerful war god like Emperor Rock King. Break through Tivat's combat power ceiling? Could it be saying? Can it grow to be as powerful as Hersker in the Honkai world in the later stage? Even stronger? The host's understanding is correct. It's so terrifying. When Chu Feng awakened the role-playing system, he started by playing the role of Rock King. That's what I was thinking at that time. If the task is completed later, in terms of combat power, it can at most reach the level of Morux. How to challenge the terrifying combat power in the Honkai world? After all, I heard that any Hersker could beat the 7 gods of the Midgard. Even the laws of nature may not be a match. Now, there is no upper limit to the growth of combat power. This means that the possibilities are endless. Later on, you will have the opportunity to travel to the Honkai world and make a difference. Chu Feng chose fusion without hesitation. A powerful force came from all directions, flowing into Chu Feng's body. The whole house seemed to be shaking and trembling. Heaven and earth at one time. Many visions were born. Lightning and thunder. There was a strong wind. Cats and dogs howled. Not long after, the vision gradually subsided. Chu Feng felt stronger than ever before. At this time, there was a knock on the door. With all the noise just now, could it have alarmed the old lady downstairs? It's terrible. Chu Feng hurried to open the door. Unexpectedly, as soon as the door is opened, I met a beautiful lady who looked very aggressive. The elder sister had a plump weapon. I originally wanted to go to his house to argue. But as soon as I saw someone coming out of the house, a handsome, gentle man, the anger in her heart subsided immediately. Chu Feng, sister, what's the matter? The eldest sister stammered, no. It's okay. Handsome guy. Our neighborhood may not be very safe at night. If you are in danger, you can call me at any time. I live downstairs. Chu Feng, okay, thank you for your reminder. After saying, Chu Feng closed the door. The eldest sister wanted to say something else, but was forced back by Chu Feng's noble temperament. I dare not have any other unreasonable thoughts. Then disappeared. Elysia prepared a sumptuous dinner. I couldn't wait to open the chat group and sent a private message to Chu Feng. Pink Fairy Elysia, Chu Feng, dinner is ready, come and eat. Chu Feng, Ely, thank you for your hard work. Pink Fairy Elysia, haha, you called me Ely, I caught you, right? I knew you liked me. SHYJPG. Chu Feng, indeed. Who wouldn't like such a beautiful and innocent girl? Elysia was very happy to hear Chu Feng's words. I didn't expect that this old-fashioned guy would finally admit it. Ely sent the sumptuous dinner to Chu Feng through the group chat. Chu Feng received a sumptuous dinner from Ely. Chu Feng, I didn't expect that your cooking skills are not bad. I am in for a treat. Pink Fairy Elysia, of course, I am the beautiful and lovely Elysia, and my cooking skills are amazing. Pink Fairy Elysia, try it now. Chu Feng, it's a rare day for me to be in a good mood. Ely, how about having a few drinks with me? Pink Fairy Elysia, I'd love to. Chu Feng brought the high-end red wine sent from Eden, the Leroy Winery Musigny Grand Cru red wine. Pour a glass with Elysia. Chu Feng knew that although Elysia liked to drink, she couldn't drink strong liquor. It's not so much that she likes drinking. Better to say, she prefers the joy of drinking and clinking glasses with others. Pink Fairy Elysia, it's so boring for us to drink and eat like this. How about we start a video chat and clink glasses together? Chu Feng, that's very good. Chu Feng and Elysia opened the video. Although Chu Feng had seen the photos sent by Ely, but we have never had a video chat. Looking at Ely in the photo, I already feel that she is a very beautiful, lively, and lovely girl. Now, see it in the video. Elysia is even more charming than in the photos. All I saw was her slightly curly pink long hair, with neat side bangs, tied into a ponytail at the back of her head. She has a beautiful appearance and a pair of elf ears. Ely saw the gentle Chu Feng. I saw his evasive eyes from time to time. Ely couldn't help but laugh. You can look at me openly. After all, I'm always looking at you. Chu Feng, what a lively and confident girl. I don't think Hu Tao is as cheerful as you. Ely, who is Hu Tao? Chu Feng, a master of the Wangsheng Hall. Ely, the Hall of the Dead. Chu Feng, an organization that handles funeral affairs. Ely, even though she lives in such an environment, she can still be lively and cheerful. I admire her a lot. Please tell me her story. Chu Feng, this is a long story. Chu Feng told Elysia the story of Hu Tao. Ely, she's really amazing. Can you ask her to come meet you some other day? I want to have a few drinks with her. Chu Feng, this. Ely, don't worry, I won't bully her. Chu Feng, I'll try my best. Chu Feng can't even cross over to the Honkai world now, so where can he go to Tibet continent to find Hu Tao? Ely couldn't hold his liquor, and after drinking a few glasses with Chu Feng, he became a little tipsy. She asked Chu Feng several questions in a row. Have you ever really fallen in love with me? The crystal flower I gave you, do you understand my feelings? When you think of cute girls with pink hair, who is the first person that comes to your mind? Chu Feng, of course it's Elysia. Ely, you have to be nice to me and accept my kindness. Otherwise, I will cry. Will Elysia cry? Yes. A girl who appears to be so lively and cheerful on the surface. No matter how painful things are, she will always put her best foot forward. Show your happiest and most cheerful side to everyone. If she really started crying, I guess she would cry her eyes out and sob uncontrollably. Heart-wrenching. It's heartbreaking. Chu Feng, I won't let you cry, don't worry. If there is no other way and you still want to cry, I will cry with you. Ely didn't hear what Chu Feng said. She is drunk. Fell asleep on the sofa. P.S. The data hasn't changed for a long time, and the author is worried. I beg all the handsome captains and readers to give me some flowers, monthly tickets, and evaluation tickets. Thank you very much. 022. Fuxing Middle Road Villa, this is our home. Mei joins the chat group. Please give me flowers and monthly tickets. See, Ely has fallen asleep. Chu Feng hung up the video chat. After drinking, Chu Feng recalled some past events. He had a lot of emotions he wanted to express. He also never forgot the agreement to write songs with Eden. Chu Feng thought about the songs he had heard in his previous life, A Kiss for the End of Time and Asking the Begonia in the Late Night Rain. Thinking of all this, then he wrote quickly, who is singing the freedom of life, the figure never stopped, 1,000 years have quietly slipped away like the wind, right and wrong, who is to blame? Happy or sad, love or hate, borrowing the world, a recitation, drink together. Wars and quarrels continue. Knowing that the people are shedding tears, after several years, the rock is no longer immortal, I am greedy for half a day of leisure. No worries in this world, it's hard to meet the old times. I want to buy osmanthus flowers to carry wine. There are no old friends around me, wear and tear through the ages, should I let go? Chu Feng wrote the lyrics, composed the music, and sent them to Eden. Chu Feng, Eden, are you asleep? Artist Eden, not yet, my friend. Chu Feng, I wrote a song for you, take a look. Eden accepted Chu Feng's music. She looked at the lyrics and hummed according to the music score. Overjoyed. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, you are really talented. Artist Eden, this song is really nice. The lyrics are not simple, there must be a story behind it, right? Chu Feng, I can't hide it from you, it's true. It's about the story of 4 friends. The 4 friends mentioned by Chu Feng. In fact, it refers to the wind god, rock god, thunder god, and grass god of the Tibet continent. Artist Eden, I would like to hear more details. Chu Feng, it's a long story, I'll tell you in detail someday. Artist Eden, I understand you, and when you want to speak, you will speak naturally. Chu Feng, I know a little bit about the events of the past and present. But there is one thing I don't know. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, who knows everything, also has things that confuse him. Strange. Artist Eden, however, as a friend, I also want to know what confuses you. Chu Feng, a contract cannot define friendship or measure affection, so what can we use to measure the weight of the emotion between you and me? Chu Feng, friend, do you know the answer? Artist Eden, this. I don't know either, but I can feel that you, like Ely, are people I can trust unconditionally. Chu Feng, I understand. Thank you, my friend. Artist Eden, you are too polite. After Eden exited the chat group, she was so excited that she couldn't sleep at all. Holding the song, I couldn't wait to go to the recording studio. She recorded the song over and over again all night. Finally I recorded my best singing performance. Send it to your agent. When manager Ivy heard this, she was so happy that she couldn't stop smiling. Who on earth is Chu Feng? He can actually write such a beautiful song. The lyrics are so tasteful. I bet that once this song is released, it will definitely cause a huge sensation in the music industry. Eden, it doesn't matter whether it's a hit or not, I just really like this song. Ivy, you underestimate the power of this song. I guarantee it will be a hit. Let's make a bet if you don't believe me. Eden. Eden sang this song in the following concert. Unexpectedly, it was just as Ivy said. It caused a sensation. Later, after this song went viral online, it immediately jumped to the top of the charts in all major music media. The speed was so fast that neither Eden nor Ivy had expected it. The other side. For the next few days, Chu Feng traveled all over the antique markets in Magic City. I also visited several cities including Suzhou and Hangzhou. I spent a lot of money and found some real antiques at a bargain price. This blue planet is different from the previous world. In the past, on Earth, if you found a treasure, you would most likely need to report it to the relevant authorities if you wanted to sell it. In the end, it may not be sold. They may even be bought by museums or so-called experts for a few $100. But the parallel world where Chu Feng is located is different. Even if you dug up the treasure from someone else's land, as long as you pick it up first, it's yours. You have the power of disposal. So, Chu Feng took the treasure to an auction. Then he made 500 million RMB. Chu Feng couldn't wait to come to Fuxing Middle Road. Here he selected several small Western European-style villas with their own doors, courtyards, and houses. Finally, I chose a small villa with good feng shui, which is unique and elegant. I spent more than 450 million to buy it. After buying the villa, there are still 50 million left. Chu Feng is not interested in money and is not used to carrying money. Then he handed the money to Eden. Artist Eden, do you trust me so much? Aren't you afraid that I will run away with your money? Chu Feng, I have always been very accurate in judging people. You are a very honest person. Chu Feng, and we have a contract, you don't want to experience the punishment of eating rocks, right? Artist Eden, you really know me. However, the more beautiful a woman is, the easier it is to deceive people. Chu Feng, I choose to believe you. The other side. In order to fulfill Chu Feng's contract, Mei and Kiana went to the mountains outside the city to pick honeysuckle. It's been a busy few days. I picked 10 kilograms of honeysuckle. Sent to Chu Feng. Chu Feng was very happy. Chu Feng, Mei, Kiana, yes, our contract has been completed. Paramecium Kiana, finally I don't owe the old man anything anymore. Lightning Queen Mei, haha, Kiana, is it so painful to sign a contract with Chu Feng? Chu Feng asked someone to clean the villa. And the rooms were decorated according to the preferences of the 6 people in the group. Live broadcast the new home to everyone in the chat group. Chu Feng, the house I lived in before was very small. It's not convenient for you to come as a guest. If one day you can come to this world, you will have a room to sleep in. This is Ely's room. This is Eden's room. This is Fuhua's room. This is Mei's room. This is Kiana's room. I hope this can become our common home. Pink Fairy Elysia, so touching. I want to see RYJPG. Artist Eden, Chu Feng also has me in his heart. Joy JPG. Fuhua from Shenzhou tablet, I really like this elegant style. Happy JPG. The Thunder Queen Mei, Chu Feng is really delicate, Mei is very moved. Paramecium Kiana, Kiana is also a part of it. Suddenly I feel that the old man is not so annoying. About a week later. When everyone is chatting in the chat group. I saw an announcement message reminder. A new member is about to join the chat group. Her name is Mei. Plum. P.S. The song that the protagonist sent to Eden is a mixture of A Kiss for the End of Time and Asking the Begonia in the Night Rain. The lyrics were written based on the experiences of the 4 gods of Tibet. I didn't want the article to be too long-winded, so I only wrote about the lyrics for the god of wind and the god of rock. I will write the lyrics for the remaining god of thunder and the god of grass in the comment section. If you are interested, you can go to Bilibili to watch the video, Genshin 4 Gods 1 Kiss for the End, to see the complete song. I strongly recommend it. You can watch the video. If you don't like it, please be gentle in your criticism. 023. Black Silk Sister exposed photos. Fuhua went down the mountain, asking for flowers and comments. Mei, isn't she the girl who looks a lot like Mei? The goddess that Kevin has always pursued but never got. The setting has been changed, here. Kevin is just unrequited love, one-sided, and madly pursues Mei, but Mei is focused on research and has no feelings for Kevin. Kevin and Mei are not a couple. As for Mei, what is her relationship with Chu Feng? As for Filu, those who understand will understand. The man who is known as the greatest scientist of previous civilization. She wears round glasses and is a gentle, mature, and sexy lady. Chu Feng's memories of her slowly emerged. At this time, in Elysia's world, the 3rd Honkai in Nagazora City has not yet erupted. Mei is still at Chiba Academy. A paper on quantum mechanics has just been published. This attracted the attention of the unaffiliated Honkai organization Fire Moth Mobius. Mobius wants to invite Mei to join Fire Moth for scientific research. Kevin has just transferred to Chiba College and has started a crazy pursuit of Mei. Paramecium Kiana, there are new group members, we can play together in the future. Artist Eden, welcome new group members. Lightning Queen Mei, welcome new group members. Shenzhou Tablet Fuhua, Dr. Mei? I didn't expect you to come too. Dr. Mei, serious, friend, do you know me? Shenzhou Tablet Fuhua, although tens of thousands of years have passed, I still remember you clearly. Dr. Mei, serious, how many tens of thousands of years? After everyone's explanation, Mei finally understood what kind of group she had joined. After knowing this, I will join Fire Moth and become a colleague of Ely, Eden, and Fuhua. Knowing that the current civilization will eventually be destroyed by Honkai. Fortunately, humans tens of thousands of years later, a new civilization will emerge. Mei and Kiana are humans from a new civilization. Mei felt incredible. This completely went against the theory she had learned before. She couldn't believe that she would become the greatest scientist in the future. Dr. Mei, this. I need to take my time. Is everything you said true? Chu Feng, it is absolutely true. Dr. Mei, serious, Pink Fairy Elysia at, if you want to join the group, you need to post a photo. Dr. Mei, who is serious, is there still such a rule? Paramecium Kiana, Kiana wants to see it too. The old man said you look a lot like Mei. I'm really looking forward to it. JPG. Lightning Queen Mei, Mei also wants to see what Mei looks like. Artist Eden, Mei, don't worry, there are only kind friends in the group. Although Mei has never been to Eden's concert, she likes Eden's songs very much. Since Eden said so, Mei had no choice but to send a photo of herself and upload it to the chat group. Dr. Mei, who is serious, I am very ugly, please excuse me. Paramecium Kiana, oh my god. They actually look exactly like Mei, two mice. Lightning Queen Mei, it turns out there really is someone who looks like me. No wonder Chu Feng said, Pink Fairy Elysia, she looks like a gentle girl like Mei. Artist Eden, it really is. Fu Hua on Shenzhou tablet, I never thought I could still see your face today, in the photo sent by Mei. She has waist-length purple hair. He was wearing a vertical striped shirt, and the stuff inside seemed to be about to burst the clothes. She was wearing a black hip skirt. She has a pair of enchanting long legs that can captivate everyone. Paired with sexy black stockings. Her black stockings were not just ordinary black stockings, but black stockings with patterns. Although judging from its color, it may not have that kind of translucent texture. But on its surface, there is a layer of sacred light. She is like a queen who dominates the world. Mei is very thin where she should be thin, and plump where she should be plump. It is most accurate to describe her as having delicate skin and well-proportioned body. She is the type of person who looks thin when she is dressed, but has fleshy figure when she takes off her socks. The complicated decorative shell is just to hide the delicate inner world. I am afraid that only when the outer garment is taken off, one will understand how fair the inner self is. Mei's appearance really amazed Chu Feng. He also didn't expect Mei to be so beautiful. Mei noticed Chu Feng in the chat group and checked his information. Dr. Mei, serious at Chu Feng, do you understand our world? Chu Feng, I know a thing or two. Curious Mei asked Chu Feng many questions in succession. Chu Feng also patiently talked to her a lot. A few days passed. Chu Feng knew that Fu Hua was about to leave Taixu Mountain to do some things. The time progress in Fu Hua's world is faster than that in Chu Feng's world. In Chu Feng's world, he had only been with everyone for about 2 months. But in Fu Hua's world, many years have passed. Lin Chaiyu has been sent by Fu Hua to a couple of farmers at the foot of the mountain to be adopted. Chu Feng knew that Fu Hua was going down the mountain. He specially arranged for someone to make a plain and elegant blue dress according to Fu Hua's figure. Given to Fu Hua. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, this outfit is very convenient for movement, thank you. Sorry for the trouble. Chu Feng, I'm glad you like it. You have to be extra careful when you go down the mountain. Fu Hua told everyone the reason why she came down the mountain. She felt that disasters were happening frequently and there were more and more monsters. She was unable to handle everything, so she decided to start her own school. He wants to travel all over Daxia and select talented young men and women as his disciples. This action. Chu Feng was very worried. After all, Fu Hua was killed by her 7 disciples. Chu Feng gave many warnings and instructions. Remember not to accept Su Mei, Zhang Wangzai, Zhang Wanru, and others as your disciples. Apart from her 7 disciples, Qin Suyi still has a conscience and can be accepted as a disciple. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, don't worry about my safety. Life and death don't matter to me anymore. Chu Feng, Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, why are you thinking about this? I made some plum wine and dumplings, would you like to try some? Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, Danzu taught me how to make these dumplings. PS, why do I feel like no one is watching? I'm so anxious because the data is not moving. I beg the handsome big guys to give me some flowers, monthly tickets, and evaluation tickets. Even if it's just a flower, a monthly ticket, or an evaluation ticket, it's an encouragement to Xiapuja. 024. Ely, if I die one day, will you visit my grave on Qingming Festival? Seeking all data support. Chu Feng, it's great to be able to drink with a friend like you. Fu Hua shared the green plum wine, dumplings, and some snacks with Chu Feng. Chu Feng, this wine tastes very delicious. Fu Hua of Shenzhou tablet, I didn't expect that you are just like her. Chu Feng, do you remember your old friend? Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, but she has been gone from this world for a long time. I was planning to pay my respects to her when I came down the mountain. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, I just don't know if her grave can still be found in the old place after more than 3,000 years. Chu Feng, people who have lived too long may only be able to look for the past scenes of their former comrades in their memories. Chu Feng's words reminded Fu Hua of many past events. The other side of the video. I saw Fu Hua like a branch of winter plum, swaying in the wind. Chu Feng looked at Fu Hua and recalled the past she had confided to him. Chu Feng was inspired. Wrote a poem for Fu Hua. Cutting winter plums to give to Fu Hua. The old plum blossoms in front of the yard are emitting new fragrance, but the old friends from that time are no longer around. When I wake up, I am afraid it was all a dream. I have forgotten my past and where is my hometown. Chu Feng drank while writing the poem on the scroll with a brush. Magnificent. It's all natural. Chu Feng gave the poem and painting he had written to Fu Hua. Fu Hua was very happy when she saw Chu Feng's gift. The words touched her heart. Shenzhou tablet. Fu Hua, Chu Feng, thank you so much. I will definitely keep it well. Chu Feng, you're welcome. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, if I find any good food during this trip, I will definitely share it with you. Chu Feng, then I am blessed. Pink Fairy Elysia, I'm so envious, I want it too. Chu Feng, when will you write a poem for the lovely and beautiful Ely? Chu Feng, on your birthday. Pink Fairy Elysia, hey? That long, we have to wait until November. Chu Feng sent a private message to Ely. Chu Feng, Ely, don't worry, how could I forget you? On November 11th, your birthday, I will give you a big surprise. Pink Fairy Elysia, really? That's great. I knew you were the best to me. Chu Feng, Ely is such a good girl, how can I bear to let you down? Chu Feng received a private message from Mei. Lightning Queen Mei, Chu Feng, you are so talented. Mei wants you too. Chu Feng, isn't your birthday April 13th? Lightning Queen Mei, ah. I didn't expect you could still remember Mei's birthday. Chu Feng, of course I remember. I will prepare a gift for you that day. Raiden Queen Mei, really? So touching. J page. Chu Feng, of course, Mei. Chatting in a large group. Artist Eden, Chu Feng, I want it too. Chu Feng, don't I write songs for you every month? Artist Eden, I want you to write about me. Chu Feng, okay then, I will definitely write it for you when I have the chance. Artist Eden, that's great. Dr. Mei, who is serious, I didn't expect Chu Feng to know so much and be so talented in writing. Chu Feng, you flatter me. Paramecium Kiana at Chu Feng, what's the point of being so literary? It's such a waste for you to not take the exam with such great talent. Why don't you help me with the exam? Chu Feng, no, Kiana, you should find a way to do well in the makeup exam, don't try to take shortcuts. Paramecium Kiana, humph. Stingy. Lightning Queen Mei, Kiana, you always fail to complete your homework on time, how can you improve your grades? Lightning Queen Mei, if you don't finish your homework today, you won't be able to have dinner. Paramecium Kiana, ah. Mei, this is too difficult, okay, I'll try my best. The next day came in a flash. Fu Hua packed up his things and left Taizhou Mountain. It's Qingming festival soon. She wanted to visit Kangxian and Danzhu's graves first. The sisters Kangxian and Danzhu were both pioneers of the previous civilization. Same as Fu Hua. When the fire plan was implemented that year, Fu Hua and the others prematurely imparted knowledge beyond the current era to modern civilized humans. This led to the emergence of the judgment-level Honkai beast Chu. Fu Hua was far away and unable to take action. As a result, Danzhu and Kangxian died in battle. Although thousands of years have passed, but Fu Hua has always been brooding over their deaths. So I want to visit their graves. Although Fu Hua did not say it explicitly, Chu Feng also knew what she meant. So, he wanted to prepare some things for Fu Hua's tomb sweeping during the Qingming festival. Prepare some food, luggage, incense, candles, vegetarian wine, white chrysanthemums, etc. Chu Feng knew that Kangxian was very greedy. When it came to money, she was smarter than anyone else. She even calculated Fu Hua's living costs for tens of thousands of years. So Chu Feng planned to prepare more paper money and gold ingots for Kangxian. During his lifetime, Danzhu particularly liked manga, animation, and figures. Therefore, Chu Feng prepared to buy things of this kind and burn them for Danzhu. There are so many things to prepare. Chu Feng obviously couldn't handle it all by himself. So these tasks were assigned to the girls in the group. Elysia, Eden, Mei, Kiana, and Mei. Elysia knew about this and she was happy to help. Pink Fairy Elysia, Chu Feng, if I die one day, will you visit my grave on Qingming Festival? Chu Feng, why do you say that? Pink Fairy Elysia, Ely is not stupid. Even though you didn't tell me what my final outcome would be, I can guess a little. Yes. Smart Elysia knew she was Hairsker from the beginning. It's the Hairsker of the origin. Although she always considered herself human. Deeply in love with humanity. And at the end of destiny. Ely will be at the 13 Heroes dinner party. Choose to sacrifice yourself. She wants to make Hairsker in the next era have more humanity. Even fight for humanity. Think of this. The corners of Chu Feng's mouth trembled slightly. He does not deny himself. I've fallen in love with this pink-haired girl. But how can we save Ely's fate? He didn't want to burn incense at Ely's grave next year. Chu Feng, you know, I am very poor and have no money. Chu Feng, by then, if you leave, I might not even have money to buy paper money. Pink Fairy Elysia, hey? I never thought I would be so pitiful in the future that no one would burn money at my grave on Qingming Festival. Chu Feng, so, you can't die. Pink Fairy Elysia, but, P.S., wow, there is no data today. I beg all the big guys to give me more flowers and monthly tickets to support me. When the data is ready, I will update it. 025. The Touch of the Red Kite Immortal, Reward Skill Jade Shield, ask for flowers and monthly tickets. Pink Fairy Elysia, I know you don't want Ely to get into trouble, but there are some things you can't help. Pink Fairy Elysia, of course, the luckiest thing in Ely's life is meeting you. Chu Feng, there is no but. Anyway, you can't die. This is the contract between us. Pink Fairy Elysia, contract. Pink Fairy Elysia, you are too overbearing. This is not your usual style. Ely didn't expect Chu Feng, who was always old-fashioned. He usually follows the rules and has a lot of principles. Now, unexpectedly, there is such a willful side to me. Ely really likes this antique more and more. Chu Feng, if you break your promise, I will let you taste the punishment of eating rock. Pink Fairy Elysia, hey. So scary. Chu Feng, if you are afraid, then try your best to fulfill the contract. Pink Fairy Elysia, can you bear to hurt a beautiful girl like me who is as lovely as a flower? Chu Feng, Pink Fairy Elysia, hehe, I'm just kidding. Ely still has a lot to say to you, how can I bear to leave you? Pink Fairy Elysia, I won't chat with you anymore. Ely is going to prepare the sacrifice. Ely left the chat group. The other side. Eden was responsible for buying white chrysanthemums. Originally she wanted to ask her agent to buy it. But then again, this was something arranged by Chu Feng. So, she plans to do it herself. She went and bought a cart full of white chrysanthemums. Mei and Kiana are responsible for buying manga books. Kiana thought of Teresa having read the manga book. Wouldn't it be easy if we asked her for help? Kiana, Mei, I have an idea. You don't have to worry about it. Wait for my good news in the dormitory. Mei couldn't believe how sensible Kiana was. Mei, is this reliable? After all, it was arranged by Chu Feng. Kiana, don't worry, I won't let you down. Kiana wants to eat Mei's bento. Can you prepare something delicious for me? Mei, okay then. Kiana came to the principal's office alone. Saw Teresa. Kiana, auntie, please do me a favor. Can you give me your manga book? Teresa, that's impossible. Besides, I don't have any manga books. Kiana, Aunt, you don't want Aunt Heimko to know that you read manga books, right? Teresa, Kiana. You actually threatened me. Kiana, I don't know. What would Aunt Heimko and Mr. Weld think if they knew that the principal loves to read manga books? Teresa, oh, I'm really impressed by you. Teresa had no choice but to open the drawer and hand her beloved Homu's adventure to Kiana. Kiana, who has sharp eyes, saw a Homu doll in Teresa's drawer. Kiana, Aunt, can you give me this doll too? Teresa, no. Kiana, Heimko. Teresa, hey, all for you, all for you. Kiana happily ran back to the dormitory with the manga book and doll. As soon as she entered the dormitory, she happily gave everyone a big hug. Look, what did I bring back? Mei was surprised when she saw it. You actually brought back Homu manga books and dolls. These are hard to buy, right? Kiana, Mei, I'm awesome, right? Come on, praise me. Mei, Kiana is so cute. Kiana and Mei immediately sent the manga book and puppet to Chu Feng. Chu Feng felt very satisfied. Mei is responsible for buying the figure. She took the time to buy a lot of cute anime figures. Sent it to Chu Feng through the chat group. Dr. Mei said seriously, Chu Feng, I have completed all the tasks you arranged for me. Chu Feng, thank you. Dr. Mei, who is serious, you know so many things, can you give me some pointers on the way forward? Chu Feng, didn't Mobius invite you? You promised her to join Fire Moth. Dr. Mei, serious, okay. I'll reply to her right away. Chu Feng collected the tomb sweeping supplies from the girls. All were sent to Fu Hua. Fu Hua received these things from Chu Feng. She felt very surprised. My eyes were a little wet. I never thought that one day, I, who was called an immortal by people, would shed tears. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, Chu Feng. Chu Feng, what's wrong, immortal Qi Yuan? Fu Hua, Shenzhou tablet, how do you understand me so well? Why are you so close to me? Fu Hua has long been accustomed to being alone. The appearance of Chu Feng disrupted her life. Chu Feng, you and I have many similarities. I can understand your thoughts. You have been holding on to your promise for so long. Shenzhou tablet Fu Hua, it is a great blessing in life to meet you. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, if one day, humans can defeat Honkai, I want to come to your world and stay with you until we are drunk. Chu Feng, this is not difficult to achieve. Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, I know you are giving me hope. I have lived for tens of thousands of years. Don't I know what the world is like? Fu Hua from Shenzhou tablet, although I know the hope is slim, I still hope that day will come. Chu Feng, yes. Fu Hua calmed down, took the offerings, and hurried a short distance. Came to a barren mountain. That is where Kang Xian and Dan Zhu are buried. She came to the graves of the two men. At this time, the grass on the grave was already 2 or 3 meters high. Fu Hua cleaned the tomb. Placed the offerings one by one. Some vegetarian wine arrived. Fu Hua, old friends, may you rest in peace. I will accomplish our ideals. The other side. Chu Feng received good news from the role-playing system. Roleplay +1, congratulations to the host for obtaining the skill Earth's Core. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the skill Jade Shield. PS, thank you for the flowers and rewards. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you are notified of future uploads. You can find the next parts in the playlist visible on the screen or on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.